shard is like super strong right now.
It's insane. Strong.
It's
What are you
so
talking
good.
about? That is strong. There's more words we can use for that. This
More
shard
words
is
than strong.
ridiculous.
It's so good. The amount of times I've seen like bonus kills from it, just by like him throw, like he just long range chucks his rock and it just like clips a guy in the edge. He's like, oh, I'm dead, I guess.
It still one hits waves as well, right?
I think so. If you put it like in the exact right spot, yeah, it'll like one shot the wave. Or the range creep might have like 1 health.
It's so stupid actually. So yeah, well, hold that thought. What's going on bottom? You got a couple of heroes smoke, and as soon as it popped, no one stepped forward. Now they're kind of running around back way.
All right, there's some interesting item build. I don't know if I've ever. There's a headdress phoenix.
Ooh.
No, and blood grenade. Like this is. I see this build on IO before. I wonder. Headdress, really? Lewis is gonna take a lot of damage. If not, just die straight up.
If we got anything else, another blood grenade, and it what was that right click? How much damage did that do? Not a high roll or something. I didn't think it was actually going to be enough. But all right, T gets it. First blood.
Doom innate procced.
I see. Okay.
So it did an extra like 5 damage from him or whatever, like right before.
Yeah. There you go. First blood. They get 2 for 2 with the bounties. Lewis is back out in the lane though.
Thankfully, Puck was not involved in that kill at all. So Puck and Void Spirit are pretty much even. If you want to think about it that way, nothing changed for the mid lane. Just kind of griefed your off lane. Oh, Phoenix dies.
Yeah. So what are you thinking about the headdress? Like, obviously it's a sustain item, but
I don't know. It's basically what, like a quarter of a tango, just about a little over a quarter of a tango permanently for your teammate, which like is good, but I don't feel like this lane is like a high regen lane, you know? It's like he's playing versus a Venomancer and he's completely like nullifying like the poison stings or whatever. It's just a Doom. And I mean, he has tangos now, but his like right click trade's worse. I really like the Phoenix builds that give him a lot of HP because then your Dying Light does more damage and you just trade with Dying Light and you want to be low. So I don't really have a good read on it. Is there anything he wants to buy with it? What do you buy? Drums? Mech? Not really. Like, you don't really want to buy either of those on Phoenix. So I am ready to be proven wrong. I'm ready for this guy to just like pop off on some headdress and they just win the lane, but he already found a second kill, so not looking too likely. And he's dead if you press Q on the Hoodwink.
There's the Q. Oh, he died to the neutrals instead.
And now Hoodwink might be dead.
The avalanche and the tree throw. Jed find the kill. Very necessary considering he's left the lane. Alright, so interesting stuff having bottom. What about our other side lane at the moment? He's only got 6 last hits.
Oh no, Lewis.
What happened?
He remnanted too late, so then the Puck was able to orb in and deny the rune before he got it. So now Puck's gonna deny one and take one. So Lewis is gonna be just behind on the HP regen.
Oh, crap.
You have to be very delicate when you contest the runes versus Puck, like the water runes. Either you have to like force the Puck to full commit, or you just never commit till the Puck commits, because yeah, like letting Puck either take both or deny one and take one just always feels so bad for just like the health advantage.
How do you itemize in the lane versus the Puck? Like a wand, of course he has queued up. Are you going for like Wraith Band or something for a bunch more stats? What do you think about?
I've liked the ones where they start with like a circlet or 2. The 2 one's super greedy. You have to just assume that you're just gonna like never miss the last hit versus Puck, but and you just play to advantage your first 2 waves. Because I think if you buy like 2, you get an extra like 1 damage because of your innate. Like the Void innate's not super strong, but you want to like use every little like leverage of it, and you just CS super hard, and you just don't let Puck get any last hits on you levels 1 and 2. And then when Puck is level 3, like obviously they're just gonna orb every last hit because Puck is stupid, but you want to really abuse that levels 1 and 2. So I think going back for like circlets now, going back even for the wand is kind of just a lot of like gold you're not really gaining much value on compared to even like say a boots, just to be able to like right click easier and get damage in, because I think Lewis might lose a water in again and potentially just die.
Someone dead? Yeah, who's dead here? Someone's
Lewis.
dying. Well, Eris is actually going to try and step in as well, but the phase shift timing doesn't dodge the stun, sorry, the nuke, but doesn't really matter. No one dies, apparently. I thought someone was going.
Is Lewis going to go for the water in? No. He's going to go Tango up. Yeah, this is not good, right? Like Void Spirit kind of has to win the lane versus Puck, because if you're behind in this matchup, you get coiled at level 6 and then you just die. So it's not really a good thing for them. I think a lot of it is like the first blood, the itemization. There's just a lot of these little things that are just giving Puck the ability to kind of start running away with the game. Even in the off lane, Primal Beast kind of struggling versus the Terrorblade. Terrorblade has what, 10 more CS than him? Which I do think a lot of it has to do with the Crystal Maiden getting first blood, having a bunch of regen, having a bunch of mana. Sky even having to go help with the water rune is gonna hurt. So it's really cool about Dota that one lane affects the whole map, right? Like losing mid means that your supports have to help you.
That's
means
that
that your
frostbite.
offlane starts losing.
The damage, it took them a little bit long to get the kill, which might actually end up resulting him in dying. So yeah, Teehee drops, but like you were mentioning with the frostbite, it's just such a problem here for the Primal Beast.
Yeah, this matchup was just really sad, but the Primal lanes are always about how early you get your phase boots. I would say to have impact, and his phase boots aren't going to be super late. He'll have it by like probably like 7-ish minutes, which I think is fine. You can start cutting the waves. You can start doing like shenanigans, run away from the Crystal Maiden. You can just farm. So honestly, there are some lanes that I'd be more worried about the Primal, but this is definitely not a good lane for him either.
Looks like nothing really too crazy here with the power runes. Eris is going to pick up and damage. Not the mid lane is going to find that. Of everyone, both the cores solo at the moment. Doom 34 and 13, so he's having a great time versus Jed. We'll see what the build as well is going to be from Rapido. I actually don't know what he's got coming out of the courier. What's he got? Phase boots, okay. So phase and double bracer. We'll see if it's the shard or the Midas build that he wants. Have you got a preference right now with Doom's overall? Actually, hold that, Jed. It's the bushwhack, because his Infernal Blade's going to eat a bunch of damage, and yeah, absolutely. Now Grimm's as well. Well, he's always got the dive, so he's fine.
I actually like the Radiance.
I'll blame TB. Ooh. Almost getting nuked down. Not nice the case. Sunder. Early level out of the Sunder from KSH.
Yeah, I like the Radiance on Doom. I think that the Midas, it's fine. I think you can go in some games, but the like drums into Radiance or just the straight Radiance in a lot of games, just you scale so hard, and it just feels impossible to fight you at some point in the mid game.
Is this the shard plus Radiance, or like do you value the shard as well, or no?
Yeah, you'll get the shard at some point. I think the shard, even just for the the frog ravage thing, is worth it. Just to make every tentacle like basically undodgeable. I literally just go for the AoE.
It does have the drones currently queued up top lane. Yep. Another meta. And another kill. 2,000 net worth lead early on from Yangon. So KSH Terrorblade's licking his lips. And I mean, really, the cause on InterActive Philippines, no one's even had a good game at all. Then with the mid matchup, you're expecting the Void Spirit to be fade versus the Puck. He wasn't able to eke out an advantage there. He does get a shield rune at least, so he's going to have the second power rune to work with, but we'll have to see what they can do.
First rune of the game?
Yeah.
I actually think that's his first of all runes. No water runes, no 6-minute rune. Gets the 8 rune though. So something's changing finally. But yeah, the lanes are just looking really good for Dire overall. I think Primal Beast is definitely struggling. But the crazy part is when Primal Beast is struggling, and we expected him to, and he's the top net worth of his whole team. Yeah. That is a terrible sign.
On the lane, they go into the tiny with the Doom use from Rapido. Eris, not really much he's going to be able to do, but the Sky should surely tick out And now with the Phoenix is going to be in trouble as well. Will it take one more? Just the last one. So Yangon continuing to do whatever they want on the map. I mean, InterActive Philippines can get nothing going. Absolutely will.
Here with the bushwhack.
Down goes Eris. So 3 heroes from InterActive Philippines. His bottom lane looks like a position that they really will not be able to enter again.
Doom's going the real build. He's buying drums. Yeah, I mean, the normal build is like you go drums, and then you go like either Raps or BKB or Blink, and then you like actually play the game. You're not just AFK farming. That is the correct way to play majority of games. There's some ones that Radiance I think is the right one, but the way I always will like talk about a lot of heroes item builds is there's a build that you're not wrong for going every game, but then some games there's a correct build, if that makes sense. Like going for the drums into like a fighting item is never wrong. Like if you go this every game, it's never gonna be like, oh, your build was bad. You could have had a better build, but if you go Radiant some games, it's wrong, you know?
It's just super stable.
It's just bad to go Radiant some games. Yeah, where's the drums is just chill.
He's definitely going to be happy with what he can do under the map. Lewis, he double Astral Scepter to try and commit for the power and does actually get denied. So once again, he's not going to get it.
It's okay, one's good enough. He's going for Mage Slayer, which I don't like on the Void, to be honest. I think that, like, sure, it makes him tankier. It's good versus the Doom. It's fine versus like the supports because there's a lot of magic damage. It's just his kill threat is going to be so low. It's so reliant on his Skywrath Mage if he goes for a Mage Slayer compared to going for, say, like an Axe or even like a Vessel or even a Yules, to be honest. Like any of those items just feel like they give him way more impact in terms of killing heroes than Mage Slayer.
Oh, Jed. He's actually going to run back towards the team because they're TPing in. Lewis is finally going to look to get involved as well. 5. Stick around as well to get the value out of the Doom. Repeater, nice bushwhack connects onto 2, but the Primer's going to crash in the middle as well. They'll control the Doom before the ultimate. Repeater will finally be able to use it.
No, this looks
and
terrible.
Here comes the puck as well. The cleanup crew has arrived. Young PH, he's got a double, and he is not going to stop anytime soon. The orb position will enable him to catch up to Eris. And there's going to be another bushwhack in 3 seconds. They will run him down. The Croaker will make it a little bit frustrating, but surely no. Actually, Eris is going to be able to live.
Nice little juke.
Oh boy, it's a 5k lead already though.
Yeah, I mean, I think they just know what the lanes and they're running away with it just purely off of, I don't know if it was draft necessarily. Like, I don't want to be like, oh, they just got super out drafted, because to be honest, they didn't. I think they just kind of got outplayed in all 3 of their lanes. I think like Void Spirit got outplayed mid. I think that Primal definitely had much less. Maybe he can. No.
Oh, I thought he had the other ultimate.
Yeah, I'm just worried about the Void Spirit's impact. Void Spirit is such a fragile hero.
Yeah.
It's like this weird state where if everything goes good and you make no mistakes, he hits a point in the mid game where he's unstoppable and he's just killing heroes off cooldown. But I always feel like if you hit like one speed bump in the first like 15 minutes, or you build one bad item or something, he's so useless compared to a lot of these other heroes. Like, to me, this Mage Slayer is legitimately just like a GG when he buys it. Like, the game's over. Again, I want to be proven wrong. I want him to buy this Mage Slayer, make people do no damage, farm really quick because he's a Mage Slayer, you know, be really powerful, but I'm just worried he's gonna end this game with like 1 assist and 0 kills and just like have no impact for the rest of the game.
I think the way I look at Void Spirit is similar to how I looked at Queen of Pain for honestly a long time. I felt like this hero, if you died like in the game, if you had more than like 3 deaths, it was just it was over. Of course, absolutely, that's not the case anymore. But I feel like you. All of that thought, young PH. It's just this guy, nothing too crazy. But yeah, it just feels like this hero, like you are so feast or famine. Like you absolutely can take over games, but that can often not be the case. And he's only got 2 deaths. It's not a ridiculous. I mean, it's 13 minutes in actually. So your 2 deaths is unfortunately a lot and doesn't have too much farm. And his comeback potential is not as good as someone else.
I mean, even if you compare it to, like, say, a Puck, I feel like if I had a 0-5 Puck, it would be able to do things.
Yeah.
Like silence the supports, farm waves really quickly, get gold. Like a 0-5 puck would also, I think, have items. But you got like a 0-5 Void Spirit on the other side. This guy's just this. This is gonna happen to him.
It's not 0-3.
Well, someone said something about 3 deaths or more. On
Yeah. Well, we might be there, unfortunately. Yeah, someone said GT with Mage Slayer, and it might be beforehand.
Yeah, maybe it's not the Mage Slayer's fault if he doesn't even get there. Like I get the idea of it that it's like it's a cheaper item than Ags. Oh no, his TP got canceled the last second.
Poor Jed. I mean, he's got 4 deaths as well.
No toss is kind of crazy. Like 0 points in it at level 9. I think don't most people go like even a point like. I know some people go like 2-0-4, but I feel like you go like 2-1-4 at the latest.
Yeah, I thought so as well.
Just because, you know, it's toss. Good spell.
Yeah, it's toss, bro. Come on. It's just extra,
right.
extra little bit.
Let's think about big timings, right? So I think
Okay.
Sky 6, maybe when you get level 4 Ancient Seal, so like one more level on the Sky, you can kill the puck potentially. Void Spirit, I don't think is really going to get any more powerful. The Primal BKB, it's probably a Primal BKB. Like Sky's going to have to hit the level 4 Silence, use it on puck. Primal's going to have to go in with the BKB, one-shot the puck, and then maybe they can take the fight after that. But it's still not easy. Like, imagine all that happens, and then he gets doomed, so he can't even grab the puck. Or all that happens, and then TB sunders the puck, so puck's full health. Right? Like, there's even counterplays for, like, the 1% chance. So it's a pretty rough situation for them.
All right, so 85% probability already.
Yeah, it's 15 minutes of the game, Aries.
Yeah.
It should not be 85%.
It's what it is. You're pretty solid in this position. I mean, you're 15 deaths already.
Yeah.
You know, it's a tough one. I mean, Lewis is unfortunately is just standing both heroes. I mean, your Prime was not being able to show on the lane. Lewis wasn't showing as well.
No,
Now that he
Lewis.
does, they're going to pop out of the tree line. Have to commit the core just to guarantee the kill. Back to top as well. V. Is he going to die? Yes, indeed he will. So I thought your both cores weren't wanting to show on the lane because I knew exactly what was going to happen as soon as they step out. Well, they were right.
Well, good news is maybe the I was gonna be like, well, maybe Dyer's really far ahead and they're gonna be greedy with their item choices, but Puck is going for BKB or Aeon-Disc. They're kind of going between the two, so no greedy items there.
Torpedo bottom. They're gonna try and make a play here with the Mystic Flare. Bunch of damage early on, and not gonna be enough. Not bad. Very nice. So they're able to make something happen before the maxed out Ancient Seal. He just got it level 4 now with that kill.
And he is going for the Radiance on Doom, so he is going for the greedy build. I think he probably bought the drums, realized how chill the game was, and that he would have the space to farm the Radiance and went for it. Which I don't think it's bad, but I could see like the world where if he just went like Blinker or Consecrated Wraps, he would like never die, and they could just end the game in like 25 minutes. But I think a lot of these games, especially in like high pressure situations like TI qualifiers, I would almost always lean towards securing like the 30 point. Oh, nice jump on the
Nice
supports.
blink. What a great initiation. If they got the damage though, they don't. These are some of the true squishy supports that you can see and play against, and they couldn't even blow them up.
I mean, thankfully for Tiny, he's gonna live, but dude, you can't kill a Hoodwink and a CM. Oh, he went in again. He didn't kill him this time
The
either.
raindrop. Oh, Drick is still alive, and now Jed. No way, dude. Back-to-back times he can't even kill the Hoodwink.
Oh. Is Turbo gonna get the Phoenix too?
Ooh.
No.
Okay.
The little gate barrier. Scary stuff. I think this game, I would say if this was a tier 1 game on LAN, I think that the Doom would probably not go a Radiance. He would go like Blink, Consecrated Wraps, and they would just try to end the game at 25 minutes and play this like super clean first Aegis, game's over. But I think here it's way better to prep for making a mistake or two and playing for like a 35-minute game. And so the Radiance, I think, is completely fine on Doom. Well, especially if he gets the Doom on Tiny. Tiny's just dead to him solo. Well, actually his whole team's here.
I guess Radiant have the high ground ward as well, so they're going to be okay. But if they step a little bit too far away, which they did, it's going to be careful. Bushwhack's there. Repeater's going to pop out down from the south. They're actually a bit hesitant. Young PH gets a nice call over to the back line. The Sarge connecting onto a couple means they can't follow up with the Pulverize on TB. They'll turn to deal with a Supernova. And Primal will be ran down as well. We might honestly be getting to the territory pretty shortly where they call it. Like, we'll see how much they want to stick around against this.
How much mental fortitude is there? Lewis does have his Mage Slayer in 400 gold, 350, so maybe that's like the go time. But yeah, this is looking like a sub 20-minute Rax right here.
Oh, wow. Lewis? It's fine. I'm just shooting the illusions. With meta out, maybe they'll back away. Of course, Radiant's going to be back alive as well.
Yeah, I mean, even getting a tier 3 at this point in the game is insane.
Yeah.
The tier 3s matters. It's like tier 3s matter almost as much as the Rax, because it means that whenever you like have the creep advantage and they keep pushing, they actually are doing like building damage on the Rax, like whether it's the range creep or whatever. And it means split pushing is way more annoying. Like the range creep, the range bears will die eventually because of the tier 3. So. And this is gonna be a little 20-minute Tormentor. They'll probably just do Tormentor into XP Rune, into Roche, and to trying to end the game. Maybe like 25 minutes with the Siege is going to be their go time, but the clock is ticking.
And what do we got coming out shortly here from Radiant? Yo, we have that BKB on V at least. What's Jed got? He's actually going to go Blink and Shadow Blade. But you now have BKB as well for the puck, so Young PH, gold like, I mean, he's 10, 0, and 5, top net worth. He's itemizing defensively.
Has the Tiny gotten, like, didn't he have Blink when they did that jump on mid like 4 minutes ago?
Yeah, he did.
So in 4 minutes or so, like 3 minutes, he's only gained like 600 gold, 700 gold. Which is just pretty bad. Like,
yeah.
Obviously he did die twice. It's just so hard because he buys the Blink because he wants to make these jumps, and I don't think it's necessarily wrong to go for these like aggressive non-greedy builds on carries, but oh, when they don't work, it feels so bad.
It's got to work now.
Okay, maybe they get the TP.
Potentially being able to find a way back into this game here with the chain control and the nuke. It looks like it's going to be enough, so nicely done. And Cope set up. They've got the nuke, but it looks like Yangon are maybe trying to try and force the issue. Young PH is going to amplify damage. He's going to pop the BKB and run down some of the supports. He's unable to get the hold onto them, however. Meanwhile, they will still lose Jed. They're going to try and force the issue. Is it a good Supernova? No, not at all, in fact. They just have to run away. No one's there to protect it. They've lost the Primal. Bushwhack a little bit too late from Drake, but it will not matter because Young PH has got nothing to fear. 12, 0, and 7. This is your first overall pick puck, and he's absolutely destroying.
This is why some teams, if they know the other guy's like a puck player, they just ban at first phase. Which I always... There's two heroes I have this mentality about. It's Puck and Pango. Every time this hero gets nerfed, and I'm like, thankfully, we can ignore this hero. And then some team on 18 picks it, and you're like, okay, you know what? We did get pucked. Whatever. It was an 18 pick. Not a big deal. And now they start picking it on 16. Now they start picking it on like 13. And you're like, this puck seems really annoying to deal with. And then it starts getting first picked, and you're like, didn't this hero just get nerfed to the ground and we thought it was dead like a month ago? Then it gets nerfed again, and the cycle repeats, and it's been like that for what, 2 years now, 3 years? Where Puck is just like the best mid consistently. And I don't know. There's like nothing they can do to make this hero feel bad because of how much it provides. It provides control, silence. It's a very solid lane. It has lane push. It's like extremely hard to kill. And it's a right clicker because like because of like your positioning on the map, you just have so much time to right click in the fights. It's just always going to be a good hero. Like design wise, it's hard to make Puck a bad hero without just literally bricking the hero and making it unplayable. Okay, nice tank.
Bottom as
There's
well,
no way-
Doom. And on the other side of the map, actually, Void beats the ultimate from Rapido.
Middle tower is under attack. Radiant are
Like,
scanning.
yeah, we're probably going to see this Puck first phase ban next. I mean, maybe if Lewis has the capability to play, which I know he does, in fact. So we'll see just a question if he's comfortable with first pick overall.
Yeah, I don't see why not. If you're first pick, just pick the Puck every game. Ooh, jump in on the Phoenix.
Insane. My hoodwing's jumping past barracks, but showcases the current position where you say 3% chance for InterActive Philippines.
That is a 24. Dude, I feel like we don't really see racks at 24 minutes anymore.
No,
The
not at
game is
all.
definitely like slowed down a lot. That it's like teams play more to get an advantage, and they'll try to get like a 30-minute racks, 35-minute racks with the second Aegis. They'll play more.
Oh, jump in mid lane.
Jump on the hoodwink.
Hoodwink.
They're
Oh, it's a
full
pretty heavy
committing some
commitment.
Cores.
Oh, now you're going to be able to get away. Look at the Inferno Blade damage. And Rapido might just solo kill. Now he's got young PH to
Tiny's
help
just
to
dead.
run down the Tiny, but the Tiny, yep, absolutely gone. They'll use the Supernova. No one else is going to help the Puck, so
Oh, one more hit. No.
they want to go for T instead. Oh, nice Frostbite. He actually had the Crystal Clone instead. Now tries to go with the ultimate. We'll have to cancel, but this is they're committing for a CM. Not KSH is able to run into the middle. Rapido also catches up to Lewis as well. And I mean, this is 4 heroes gone, potentially about to be a wipe shortly, as well as Eris. They're able to catch up to him. They shoot with the orb. And yeah, I mean, I thought we were at the territory to call it, 5+ minutes ago, maybe even longer. They're not going to tap out just yet. They still want to try.
Yeah,
No,
oh,
okay,
nope,
never
they're
mind.
tapping out there.
Oh, they're out.
Yet. I mean, that was a beatdown. I was trying to type it up, be like, either these teams could win, which I mean, get ready. Got a little like that pinch of you lose the first game, you want to win. So hopefully some good things.
Yeah, and then they get first pick pucked in a game where, like, are we saying if they got puck answers? I know you brought up about the Earth Spirit, but like, is it enough for their heroes to be able to deal with young PH?
It's acceptable if they're able to press like Doom on him once or twice. I think it's fine. But yeah, like the Naga's not particularly good. Coddle's not good. Like Hoodwink's fine for follow up. They have a lot of good like follow ups, but like even Doom is kind of hard to stun. I guess you can get like the Blink Centaur, but there's just a lot of layers you have to do to be able to deal with the puck.
I don't know what's going on. Sir Josh says Lewis.
Josh, please.
Obviously, I mean, we had your first series as well. It was, of course, in Southeast Asia. I mean, everyone is very close with each other. Very tight knit region. KSH. I thought there were far more heroes there than what there were. We'll see. Let's see how the lanes are going to be able to go. Of course, that's where it all started previously. 2 for 2. We won't get that first blood like we had as well. So it is truly even. We're expecting the Centaur to have a pretty good lane.
Yep.
Expecting, again, Lewis to be favored versus the puck. Just
I'd
see
say the
how...
Earth Spirit one's definitely more skill than favored.
Okay.
Like I think if the Earth Spirit plays it really good, he can win the lane, but I've seen a lot of this lane by people who like try to play this matchup and they just get out harassed by the puck. Like they don't really play the first couple levels properly and they get too low HP and then puck is just existing at level 3. But it's one of those ones where if you play the first couple ways properly, yeah, you're gonna have a good time versus puck.
Dire's top tower is under
Already top. We're having to see Doom TP away from the aggression, and
Radiant's courier has
T is going to be able to link a bit. Courier. V's kind of stuck here, but yeah, he's fine. So another drag. That's top lane kind of done for, the next 30 seconds or so. We don't need to worry about that. We've already, bottom as well. It's kind of boring. Naga, not too fun. So we'll see.
Naga lanes.
Yeah, I don't know. And Centaur lanes as well. I mean, Centaur Shamans is a classic
I have this
old
aggression. Yeah. You can like go, you can double stun, do big nukes. It's better than a Naga Siren.
Absolutely.
This guy just makes illusion, just sits on the way with like a million evasion illusion, just hitting every creep.
I don't miss this hero, dude. I'm so happy it's not good at the
I
moment.
mean, I like it. Actually, I don't know. I was gonna say I like it more as a carry than a support, which is true. Like the mid game versus support Naga is unbearably annoying, with like scouting illusions and the song. But carry is the one killing the waves. So carry just make the game last forever. And they're both just
Yeah, it's just his hero. I mean, it just is what it is. It doesn't really matter if it's a support Naga. It's annoying for a different reason. If it's carry Naga, then it's a different reason as well. It's just what can you do?
I mean, Lewis is definitely doing good mid, which I'm happy about. Like he's getting that HP advantage on mid. This was pre-bottle trades, so I think that was just a walk down. Doom was kind of low HP, and then I think he just died.
Yeah, no help from the Undying. How do you the early items from the Earth Spirit against the Puck? Is it like do you like the bracer and so the 4 branches into wand, and it's just gonna go the urn?
Yeah, I think the normal build going for like a vessel is pretty good. I could even see. I was gonna say blade mail is okay, but I think the vessel is just better. Earth Spirit, generally vessel on mid is in this position where if your hero needs a bit extra damage to actually kill heroes, vessel's good. That's why Ember really likes it, because he needs that little extra like oomph to get the final killing blow on people. Same with like Void Spirit, but someone like say Storm wouldn't really want to buy it, right? Because he has like all the damage he needs. He'd rather just like build more damage in his own way.
Nice bushwhack. Repeater, is he going to be able to cut his way through the trees? Will be able to. They'll just turn the trick instead.
This has a 7 stick though.
Around all the shackles, but it will not matter. Yeah, this is the mighty done. Doom's dead again though.
Ran him down. I mean, this matchup's pretty annoying. Like Doom basically has nothing to deal with a range carry right clicking you permanently, and he went for, I want to say not like necessarily greedy items, but he didn't go for boots, and now KSH has boots and level 2 Q. So like the difference in their movement speed, I want to say is like 150 or something when the Drow hits him with a Q. So that's just so hard to play into. Every time you walk up, it's like 5 to 6 right clicks casually. Like this isn't even like straining yourself to get those right clicks.
What can you do? Is this our Drums Radiance game from V, or? Because unfortunately, this is one of those games where it's drums, consecrated raps, or what, just a real sturdy one. Because
I would want it to be Radiance, but I think that the best play he could do would be go drums blink, get the centaur, and try to get a pick off on the puck in the mid game. Like even if you have to full commit on like dying for the puck, I think you really need to do it.
Just spamming voice lines this map? Did they do this last game, or do I just not remember?
I don't think they spammed this much last game, so maybe they're in a bit better mood.
I'm sure that's going to be one way to lift the mood. Can ever not be too happy with the voice lines getting spammed. See here through the portal, okay. So top's going super well for them. They don't really need the Undying. It can help to assist, to chase down Jed.
30 health, nothing else.
Okay.
Another Q on a die.
Now Grims as well is gonna do a bit of a bypass.
Ooh.
Puck does end up dying meanwhile. Drow's also getting gone onto. We'll continue to watch Grims get ran down. Meanwhile, Lewis actually rotates down to bottom with a magnetize. Beautifully done. Look at that. They get the kill on the Drow Ranger. Top line, Lewis solo kills Puck mid, I believe, and also TP's down to assist.
I think he literally just got right click down from 100 to 0. Or, well, not 100, but like pretty much like 70% health. He just died. So that's like the cool thing about this matchup, right? Like it's a lot of, if the Earth Spirit's just trading into you and you orb kind of improperly, you can get silenced into a roll and then you can't get to your orb and then you just die. So it is definitely a good matchup, and I think Lewis looks a bit more comfortable in this so far compared to the Void Spirit. So it's looking a lot cleaner than the last game.
Yep.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Especially with what just happened. I mean, if that literally the solo kill into the TP down bottom, or it doesn't work out for Lewis, definitely some concerns. But you kill the Drow Ranger. Doom's able to get a little bit of time. In fact, he did get too much, to be honest. He's still 10 last hits. Coddle's actually got more. So Eris is prioritizing his own game by the looks of it. V is very aware, making sure that he doesn't step too far forward.
This is such a sad situation to be in as a Doom. He's third lowest net worth in the entire game. Like, he's lower than the Undying. That's how bad of a lane he's having right now.
That's crazy. I mean, he's T, I guess, 2-0-1, but if that wasn't the case, yeah, I mean, he's not a hero we see a lot of net worth in early on, so highlighting even more so tough of a start it's been from V. I bet he wanted that wisdom too. It's like, come on, Eris, that was mine.
Please, man, just let me have a wisdom.
Got some nice stacks here though, so Eris will blast it down. He'll 3 points in the squash. Eris don't steal the big creeps. Okay.
At this point, I think the plays you have to play around Lewis. Like, use your Earth Spirit's early advantage once he, especially against the Vessel. Try to break down the lanes, either killing the Centaur or killing the Drow. Like, go to a side lane. The scariest thing is going to be if you don't go on the Centaur or Stampede. And for either of them, the puck TP. That's like the big things you have to think about for this rotation. But I think if they bring 3 to 4 heroes, they can kind of take a fight wherever, even if the puck TPs. Ooh, they kind of want to go on the puck, but not going to give himself up.
We'll run into the Coddle top lane, however. So they're going to be able to avoid some of the important heroes. Young PH, that means he gets the kill. Won't be able to find the bottle, unfortunately. So amplified damage now available for Lewis.
Young PH buys so many blood grenades compared to most mids. I think he's cast 2 or 3 blood grenades this game already. Which, dude, they never in stock for me. For the first 10 minutes, one of my supports always insta-buys them out every game. I don't know how he's able to buy this many.
Oh, blood grenade enjoy. He knows the true value of this.
He's probably like queues them up and like does the like auto buy thing. So the second that they get a stock, he buys it first.
The supports need to learn. You know, Drick needs to do that, or Tihi as well.
What happens if you'd have multiple people with that?
Actually, that's
like, does it go left to right priority?
I don't know, actually.
Do you get your like drought? Do you start sitting in like the pink slot? So
what, Young PH? Pull up, they get the stun.
Nice push.
So much damage with the amplify. Very nicely done. Lewis, yeah, like you said, I mean, he's looking very comfortable so far with the Earth Spirit.
This is what I was hoping for. I think with last game, like especially with the Void Spirit, you're kind of wanting to get this like early aggression, win the lane, do a lot of good stuff, and if he's able to make it work on Earth Spirit, you can make it work on Earth Spirit.
B top lane. Actually going to try and stampede in, but he's already gotten enough distance away with the TPs, make it a bit dicey. Now V's going to try and run down KSH, but with the roll off the mark means that they may actually not even get anyone. Okay.
They're just going to let him walk away and shove him without a TP. Guys, you know you can click heroes in the fog and see that the Shaman has no TP, right? No? No one cares? Okay.
No.
That's cool. It's like, let him just hang out. Maybe him being there is better than him being dead.
True. Like, what is he doing here?
Smoking out on the Shaman to down.
Oh, man. Bottom lane. Go on to Jed. Coil's going to break. You're going to have the damage before the TP out. Oh, so close. Now top as well, they're going to make the goal into the Drow Ranger. This time it will work out for InterActive Philippines. They're already looking for the +1 as well. Going to try and run down with the Undying, but the nuke, it's not enough for the Sharpshooter. And Drake Smoke is just quietly walking by. Don't mind me. I wasn't here.
I wonder why he's gate. I guess there's not really like a play top. Like he just wants to leave the area, but there's not really going to be any heroes here for him to kill, unfortunately, with this smoke. You know, he just smoked to live. Dude, I feel like at some point it might have just been better to like die to the tier 2 than waste the smoke. Those are valuable.
Yeah, absolutely. Because what's going on now is he's still the level 4, but now he gets 5. But I mean, this is, a little bit rough, unfortunately, for him. Feels like he doesn't have a spot on the map where he feels too happy with being. So, nonetheless, they don't get this bottom tier 1 tower. I thought it was going to die, but with Naga back up. Meanwhile, top Tiki They're even going to doom the Undying. All right, instant response. Stampede. He's going to try and dip out, but it's going to be a little bit problematic with young PH having the ability to close the distance, but the core is going to be used as well. The slow just out of range, and Lewis actually feel like there's an opportunity to turn it around, but the silence bushwhack for the sharpshooter slides on pass. And now KSH is going to be kicked back as well. Lewis is putting the team on the back in the early game. This Earthspirit performance, they'll split their attention. KSH, they know he's going to die with the magnetized +1. Repeater ran down as well. 3,000 net worth lead, and they just needed the voice lines. They just needed to spam the voice lines.
The vibes. Good vibes makes you play better. I am still concerned, I think, about the Naga Siren, but Drow has been definitely struggling. Especially like Earth Spirit is a really good hero versus the Drow in the early game. Like the second you connect any roll on her, she's pretty much just dead. Like you kick her into your team, she can't silence you during the roll, so there's not really like... You can kind of play the silence if you silence behind you at the exact right time, like right before he connects, but it's so hard to do properly that it's not really realistic. He is going for Radiance on Doom. Did he buy the drums? No. So this one's even more of a straight Radiance. It's just Brown Boots Radiance, or Phase Boots Radiance. Also, I wouldn't... That had to be a misclick, right? You think on Infernal Blade? He has 2 points in an Infernal Blade.
Yeah, probably.
I've done that before. I'll be upfront. You're like trying to go after a guy and you like press your E as you're like leveling up because you wanted to click it on him. And then you're like, oops. It's not the worst.
Just hope no one sees. Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah. I feel like skill builds don't always matter like the most. Like the amount of times it'll actually like impact you is extremely low.
Yeah, definitely in this scenario. No, it's not too bad. Yeah, some others that could be a little bit rough. Tihi. The random Undying they're going to run into behind the T2 tower. And, I mean, they're rolling. Apparently this series, we just got one side that's heavily favored the other. Bottom, they're going to try and TP down, but there'll be two. Oh, they're more glyph. Can they do it with the Serpent Wards? Oh, wow. Another tower if they want to. Easy.
Radiant's bottom tower has been denied.
Trick was just trying to find a little bit of value for himself on the map this game. Can't even get the tower. God, this has been a far better way for them to be able to deal with the park. You know, 3 deaths for young PH. So
this is looking a lot better than the first game.
See where they want to go with the smoke. Just him along with T here. I might run into Eris. They will get a glimpse of the Coddle, but they want to continue to maybe hunt down if the Naga Siren's here.
I don't even know if they kill the Nagas too. Maybe for the Shaman you could stun long enough, but like the silence won't do anything because there's a oh, well, there was a Manta. Oh, they give up. That was actually, this would have been the legitimately perfect time if they just sat there.
He's gonna know at least the real Nagas here with the smoke popping, but yeah, without the without the puck, it's gonna be a problem with the damage. So go with the shackle, but as soon as Lewis is here, they have to cancel that and hope he can TP out. Top KSH just gotta be pretty careful with how he's farming at the moment. He tried to drag the creeps back, but it's not gonna matter. Gus doesn't push him away fast enough. They'll try and stampede. Maybe oh no, with the sharpshooter connecting, that's slow. Yeah, they're going to be able to run him down. Then TPs will come through, but forced to cancel. No point coming from the Centaur.
Dire's structures are fortified.
They are doing so much better at finding kills across the map. This is much better than the first game, I think. And a lot of it goes down to the laning stage, right? Like basically we said, just have a good laning stage. Lol. And they did. Like they genuinely had a much more solid laning stage. I don't know if it's hero based, because I wouldn't say necessarily they have like, you know, an outdraft in the other favor. I just think that it could just be a comfort thing, or they're just warmed up.
No, absolutely proven like that's the case. You just needed one game just like to get absolutely destroyed, and then all right, we're warm now. We're ready to go. We're awake.
Middle tower is under attack.
All right. Mid lane as we're looking at this series, huh? Lewis 5-0-7.
Yeah, Lewis, this was not his voice spirit performance last game, so it's pretty good.
And dude, V's second in net worth now too.
Dire's middle tower.
So
Yeah.
he got absolutely destroyed in the lane, but his rating's gonna pay off. He's gonna have plenty of time. Gonna get whatever farm he wants. BKB Shiva's Blink. We'll stop the Naga illusion from farming that
Ooh,
ancient
nice
stack. But
roll on the
meanwhile,
draw.
Lewis will be able to find it once again. The Stampede not gonna be enough to keep KSH alive.
Again, it's like every time a roll connects, that's a dead draw.
Yeah. What do you do? What do you do in this position if you're Yangon? I mean, is this a... Are you relying on young PH just to split push the map?
Your damage is low because you're behind. I think that if their lanes were a bit better, they would have really high damage between like Centaur having good burst when he's ahead, Puck and Drow, like those three, with the Undying ult, like that's damage amp, right? So they had the potential for this, but because they are so far behind, they're just low damage. Yeah, it's basically just a farm until people make mistakes. Like maybe the Earth Spirit makes a mistake, maybe he goes in, does something stupid, and you just kill him, but they really can't fight more than one hero at a time for the next like 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, and the chance of Lewis messing up pretty shortly is quite low here with the BKB.
Also, don't forget there is a Naga Siren that's just gonna delay the game 30 minutes no matter what side you're on. So
Radiant are scanning.
it's going to start getting much harder as the game just continues to move forward.
Grim. He's gonna run it to Drake. They'll drop the Serpent Wards as well, but the rest of Radiant are actually slowly starting to come to the area. Meanwhile, we also see KSH on V. V unable to get the Doom before he dies, so with these 2 kills, might have to get away. Drake is not going to tick out to the Spirit Vessel. He'll be fine, so very important kills from Yangon. Jed is even here as well.
Tower is under attack.
Orchid finished on the Naga. I got worried there. Earth Spirit, sometimes it's hard to tell which direction he's rolling in. And so I thought he was going to roll in without his BKB into 5 heroes, but... Ooh. Gets the stun.
Radiant's
Easy. I'm trying to roll onto young PH mid lane as well. Lewis is everywhere currently. Invis rune that he wants to play with next.
I wonder what he's going to build on the Earth Spirit. I guess probably Shiva's would be the most like... Yeah, Shiva's. Okay. That's the most like standard build. He's not going for like the Blink Aethons beams, which I kind of agree with in this game. Because Shiva's with Coddle, all the vision, the slow, the armor, the Drow. It's just like a very good Shiva's game.
How do you close out the item build for the Earth Spirit? What are you looking after, Shiv?
At this game state, I think normally it would probably be an Ags to like counterplay the Puck, but at this stage in the game, maybe you just even go like Heart or Yules or Ags, something like that.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Regardless of all those items, sounds like it makes it very difficult for Lewis to die. 0 deaths so far, and might continue to be the case. Drick. Puck's actually going to be able to find the Hoodwink towards the backline. Meanwhile, Drick as well, controlling the Doom inside the Shackle. Someone's going to be able to stop some of the extra
Kind of a late
duration of the
stampede. They might
control.
have gotten him if they stampeded and dying and to start getting ult hits on him. Maybe they go? No. I mean, every kill matters, right? Like getting one kill slows the game down a bit, gives you a bit of extra gold, a bit of extra XP.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But man, Naga Siren. This guy's gonna carry the game. He's just gonna go. What's his score right now? 1-1-1. I feel like he could end the game 1-1-1 and win his team the game by just farming.
Just split pushing the map, just using Naga illusion to shove.
Yeah. I mean, it's very fun gameplay, but.
Yeah, dude.
And then you try
like,
to gank her, and then she presses song and TP's out, and you're like, oh, I'm really happy I spent a minute and a half trying to find her just for her to do it again. It's my favorite.
I feel like out of all the, I mean, there are a lot of heroes. I feel like if you're your ex-hero player, it definitely makes me question you a little bit. But your Naga players are definitely up there. Is this fun? I don't know. Tee? We'll die.
Some people find it fun. Some people like rap music, micro their illusions around, farm. Me personally, I've never really done it big on Naga Siren. TB though, that's a cool hero.
You like TB?
Yeah, it's like the same concept, but it's way more like you man up and you just fight, rather than you never fight and you're happy never fighting. Everything's just way more ethical.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, like think about it, right? Like the Terrorblade Thunder, or like his save spell, his ult, requires a target. You can also save with it, but it's like sketchy to save. Whereas the song's like, oh, I click song, I save my teammate. Oh, I click song. We reset the fight.
It's funny. I just even think of the illusions in the ethical way. I feel like just Naga. I mean, TB definitely very good at split pushing, but I just think. I feel like Naga is a far more annoying hero to play against than Terrorblade.
Oh, for sure. Oh, is he gonna go in the... No. T's having a rough one, huh?
First, you're dead. Okay. Yeah, no, they're all not having too fun of a time. I mean, KSH has got some farm, but I don't know how much this really matters, to be honest. Parker's caught up a decent amount. It's actually pretty fun doing young PH.
I mean, Parasma can change things. I think that item just changes the amount of damage everyone does on targets. It lets like the centaur do more damage, maybe the shaman Q, like gives you way more bursts and options. So potentially, it's definitely a hard game. Oh, and he took greedy on the puck, which is greedy.
Wow.
Like, I don't know. I think Puck right clicks way too much to be able to take that.
Yeah.
Those stats. Like, minus 30 damage is so much on Puck. You right click with your charge, right click every, like, you're basically permanently right clicking in fights.
Very interesting. You're true to its name. Very greedy here from Puck. They're going to try and smoke, however. So, first of all, 5v5 fight, we've potentially seen a little bit of time. He's currently showing top. So it's not with the team. They're actually going to try and go back towards the top jungle area, looking to get control of this, but they haven't ran into anyone just yet. Oh, actually now Drow shows for a split second with a multi-shot. Lewis off the mark with the roll. First chain control. Lewis activates the BKB. He's fine. Stampede's going to allow them to disengage as well. It gets the Drow out. But now they don't have damage to be able to turn onto V. So V's completely fine. And there's going to be a song. It's kind of early from Jed. So we're going to see it's very split. Nice. Actually, yeah, Lewis behind the tower, really Lewis is deep. Where was everyone else? They were trying to kill off, I believe, the Undying. So Lewis felt like it wasn't needed. All of that?
That was... How was he alive for so long? Like, I'm watching the Earth Spirit dive in. I'm like, all right, his team's going to show up at some point, right? And then Undying dies after him. They got a nice stun on the hoodwink as well.
Maybe KSH finds the coddle. Gotta be careful, KSH might run into Jed as well, who just killed the shaman towards the right side. But actually, Jed, is he in trouble?
Oh, and this is
he's got the Manta.
Nice Manta.
Beautifully done, but still they're gonna try and follow up if they got the damage. It doesn't look like it's gonna be the case. Super close, but not enough.
That was... I mean, if they got that Naga, the game would be just completely turned around, I think. But even then, getting what, 3 kills? They kill Earth Spirit, they kill the subs. That's how they need the fights to play out. It's like, obviously, which is like that's like such a easy thing to say. Just like, oh, just force the Earth Spirit to dive into you. But I think the concept of making the fights a bit spread, but in a way your Drow is constantly able to right click is a better way I would describe it. You like constantly take jumps with the Centaur. You kite out their initial jump with the Stampede. You have to let Puck play the fight and ignore your Puck, kind of. And just everything, your Undying's life, your Centaur's life, your Shadow Shaman's life is all about stunning next to your Drow and peeling for your Drow.
Well, Yangon are doing a pretty good job, to be honest. It felt like we saw when they were in the position in game 1, they completely just took over the map, and there was really no opportunity to fight back when InterActive fell into it. Yangon are showing that even with this deficit, like they are making some of the right plays. They're making sure that this game is just not completely over. They are unfortunately not going to be able to contest this Roshan, so InterActive Philippines will have the Aegis.
I think they'll give it up. It's too late. There's like a world where Puck can make it in time, but it's such a risky play. Dude, imagine Shaman goes for the steal.
Be careful. What? You saw him ward. Okay, never mind.
You did see him ward, but it's okay.
Look at the Aegis. They're going to kill. Jed's going to pick that up. Do you like
XP? Okay. Perfect. Teehee getting XP. TV too fast? I always get so scared. I've seen that happen before. Like, it's not that uncommon. What were you saying, though?
I was going to say, do you like the Naga having Aegis, or would you rather the Earth Spirit?
I don't like the Naga having the Aegis. I actually would prefer it on Doom or Earth Spirit. I remember back when I would play with, like, Hector, he would never take Aegis on the heroes like Naga. Because he's basically, the point is, like, if you die on Naga, the fight's probably over already. And you just want to use your body to help other people. Oh no!
Is it Paka too?
He bushwhacked like up, and instead of kind of like between the two trees, and so he just barely missed the center TP with the bushwhack. That was so close. But yeah, the way I see it is kind of, Lewis is the one in danger, and if Lewis dies, they'll probably lose the fight and get kited out. If the Naga dies, maybe it's a world where Jed was just being stupid and like walks in alone and dies, and then it baits the fight for his team. Like, yeah, I think that's very acceptable, and also for pushing high ground reasons. But like, this is not really time to push high ground yet in the game state, and I think it's way better you just shove the waves in, never really show on Naga until you need to, and let Earth Spirit use the first full life, not even have to commit a BKB if he doesn't want to.
Yeah.
Then, you know, gets to take the second fight with the second life.
Now we'll see. We'll see if it makes it a little bit more difficult for Lewis. You've got the Scepter online now for Rapido as well. So with the Workhorse, nice way to. I mean, you mentioned about peeling. Yeah.
Yeah, that is the best peel in the entire. That is like the best save in the entire game. I don't think there's a better save in the entire game than Centaur's.
What did they do? They nerfed this, right? Because I know everyone was buying. I know we're not getting a whole lot of Centaur at the moment, but what did they change?
They kept the duration 6 instead of 8.
Okay.
And then also the cooldown went from like 20 or 25 to 35.
Okay.
But I think the save itself, like the ability, didn't get changed, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, I can look it up, but basically, to my understanding,
I think you're right. Yeah.
Assuming it didn't get changed, basically the hero's untargetable, invulnerable, like you can't look at him, you can't touch him, you can't like nothing, and he just gets to right click. So like you can, if he's in the cart, he can be black hole, and nothing will happen to him. He can still right click inside a black hole. He won't take damage from Doom, stuff like that. So it's just crazy. Like he can basically bait a whole fight and just like sit on the thing and just kill everyone.
Ooh, Eris, he's got a Hex. I mean, the Kodo's got a Hex already. All right, nice opening. Will they be able to get the Shaman? They won't get Shaman, but a massive kill for them. Because KSH, I think it was like 1 and 3 at some stage. He's 7 and 4 now, so big kill for them to be able to get. Finally some momentum as well, because it's felt like the map has been a bit difficult for them to really eke out a far larger advantage than what you would expect with the gold they have. But surely now with 50 seconds, they can get the lane in a position where they can maybe get a tier 2 bottom.
Yeah, they're playing the map pretty good, I would say, for Dar. Like, it doesn't feel like it's 16k down, I would say, based on the map state. And a lot of the gold is on the Naga Siren, which, yeah, it's like, it is real gold and it matters. But I think that in this kind of game, Naga is able to get, they can deal with it, if that makes sense, because of the Drow. I think that the scariest thing in this game, in my opinion, is like the rest of the team, like the Earth Spirit in particular, right here.
Oh, this
Puck's
is
up in 10.
KSH is gonna show top. Trying to find that little bit of gold. Yeah, just gets it completed. We'll TP back. And they won't really get anything more out of it from Radiant. So Age is going to expire in 30 seconds. I mean, it has resulted in all the outer towers and the lead still growing.
Yep.
Your Doom scaling as well.
Yeah, it's definitely not a bad kind of turnout for what it is. I think also the one thing that is bad, quote unquote, about the Centaur save is that Centaur needs to be able to live for the duration of it. Like, he can still just die to the Naga sign. His armor's not the highest. But I think the second he gets a BKB on Centaur, Drow Ranger gets to have a free game. Or even Puck. Okay. Like, imagine that situation bot. The Puck gets jump, Centaur's there, stampedes, grabs the guy in his cart, runs away at the Puck. They kite out the fight. Maybe they can even take that fight with, like, spells being wasted, like the hexes and stuns. But
he went greedy again. That's so interesting. I thought maybe tier 3 he wouldn't go the greedy in time.
I hate this. I'm gonna be nice. This is terrible.
Nice hates nice is I feel like Rapido drink should be they're actually TPing back. They want to take the fight. Rapido uses the workhorse to try and get some separation, but they're going to be in. Doom used, but Stampede comes up beforehand. He's actually going to try and TP out. Roll is there from Lewis, so they cancel his. Meanwhile, KSH is going to be a little bit careful of his positioning. They will continue over towards the right. Lewis should have what it takes, especially with Jed nearby. So the Centaur's gone, but it does mean that KSH has got nothing to worry about. He can just solo kill the Doom without a care.
He has a BKB still on the Drow. The Earthspirit has no BKB. Look at this positioning from KSH.
No way, really? And actually going to be able to get the kill. Pops the BKB before the song. He's got the TP. No, he's already used it. Coil's going to break as well. Gus back to try and use the Silence Source to get some separation kick. And they're going to be able to close the distance. They absolutely can. Yangon Galacticos. Even with this large deficit that they have been playing against, they're doing an exceptional job.
There's no way. I think the Doom was a little bit wasted on the Centaur. I want to say, like, the second, like, it's fine to Doom him, right? And they get the kill, but it feels really bad to press Doom on a guy who's already pressed both Workhorse and Stampede. Oh. I don't know. This is scary.
Yeah.
I think the lead is slowly starting to slip away. And also you can see there, like, that was the matchup I talked about a lot earlier, the Drow Naga. It's like the second Drow actually can hit the Naga. Her illusions aren't turning off the Drow ult because they're not heroes. So it's like Drow gets free ult procs on Naga and just basically ignores this full. The butterfly gets to ignore the innate her eel skin, which is also giving her evasion, and the 33 armor on Naga is also 0. So a lot of Drow stuff actually ends up just being really good versus Naga, surprisingly.
Well, this butterfly then makes it even more difficult. Well, firstly, who do you have to Doom, do you feel like? I know you just, in that previous fight, of course, with Centaur using everything, but in the ideal fight, who does V Doom?
I think Puck is the perfect ideal one if you get it.
Okay.
Like, that's by far the best jump. I think if you can't get the Puck, I think Centaur, before he uses his spells, is really good. Like, if you use it before the Stampede or whatever, I think that's really good. And then if Centaur's used everything, then I think Drow is probably the third best. Because then you use on the Drow, the Centaur can't save the Drow because everything's cooldown, and then hopefully you just kill the Drow. Especially when the Doom starts hitting that level 25 and makes it so the Drow can't use items. That's like perfect.
And damage top lane. They're going to be able to get there before the Naga?
I don't think so.
See if she... No, doesn't get the deny. So Young PH picks it up. And what about Lewis as well? For him, is he rolling on the backline supports? Is that his role? Or on the drow, like sub-marksmanship?
Yeah, I mean, I actually want to touch on Lewis really quick. His fall off in this game is like, obviously Earth Spirit does not farm super fast, so he's slow, but he went from like crushing the game to now he feels like pretty relatively low impact, right? With one death, which is crazy. He's 7-1 as I'm saying that. But I just feel like he's had a bit of an issue in terms of the fights, especially after that one death mid, that he's just getting kited and he has to press his BKB really early, and then his BKB's down. He's like, oh, I can't really do anything. They're going to kill me. So it's looking pretty hard for him to actually be able to play these fights. I would say for him, his goal is the drow. Like you grab the drow, you kick her into your team, you make the positioning awkward, you force out this. Like he's the one who wants to force out Stampede and stuff like that. If he can use his BKB to force out drow BKB plus like a Stampede, perfect trade, because then now your Naga can use Song, your Doom can press Doom on some random target without a Stampede up. It gives you options. So he's more of the enabler for his team compared to like the solo carry he was earlier today.
Oh, we're going to have to see if he can do it in this fight. They still have this 15,000 net worth lead, but it does not feel like that at all. In fact, the probability is only 56% for them. Tiki, smoke pops, they get the jump. Apparently Roche is out of pit. I don't know what this guy's doing here. He's wanting to get involved as well, get in the midst of it all. V, can he find another angle? Young PH actually jumped in the middle, so V, there's the Doom for the Stampede. Can it get him out? Just out of range. Young PH, the Song from Jed, though. Surely should enable them to get the reapply of the Doom. Does he want to use it, though, for this fight? Because they did commit heavily on raiding. No Song, no BKB, no Doom. There maybe is a world, but it is a very massive commitment from Yangon.
There's a lot of cool things there. I think the Doom Ags was not expected. I don't think they knew that he had the Ags, because it was really greedy for the puck. I'll be honest, like hitting that ward twice, I think you can hit the ward once there to like bait, but the second hit is so greedy going for it. And then they're like, oh, it's okay, and Disc, we have Stampede to go, but then the Doom Ags. And then it's like, oh, it doesn't matter. But then the Naga Song too, like everything was like perfect to kind of outplay that fight, which I thought was really nice. And that's Aegis, so.
Yep. Oh, we got some baubles this game, so even the Hoodwing went for it.
Yeah, everyone's thinking about they saw the first series today.
And he's got a Hex, so both supports with a Hex. We always see if Lewis wants this. I was going to touch on before when you were speaking about the Earth Spirit's role. Would you like Scepter here instead of Octarine if you feel like the repositioning is kind of the key thing we're looking at against the Drow?
I would like a Wind Waker, actually. I think Wind Waker's super good here.
Because you can like roll in, kick back, and then wind out.
Yeah, because so the thing with right now is if you go, even if you go the Ags, you're completely dependent on your BKB, which is fine. I think the fights in this game are kind of fast, which would mean like the Ags or Octarine is fine, but there's some fights, especially the ones that they're losing, are the ones that are long, and I think Wind Waker would enable to play those. Like you now, if you got coiled, you don't have to BKB. Or if this Shaman ends up
Jed.
BKB,
the high ground, well, they're actually just going to jump the Naga. The Aegis is gone. Doom's a little bit far away from the team fight. It's going to take a couple seconds for him to get in the middle, but the roll won't cancel the shackle because he's got a BKB. He's trying to get on top of KSH, but it's not going to be enough. V's also slow as well. They're just kiting him. He can only get the Shaman, but it doesn't matter. BKB, TP out, he'll make it.
So what I was about to say right before that fight was, if the Shaman has a BKB, then you can also save your teammates from the shackle with the Wind Waker. Shaman has a BKB, and there was no save from the shackle. There is a BKB piercing save, which is there's one right now, which is the Doom, right? Like the Doom can Doom himself and go on the Shaman, and if he went Ags on the Earth Spirit, that's another way to save. But I think that the Wind Waker is like an item way to save, right? So even if he's silenced by the Puck or the Drow, it gives him options. But they have nothing right now. 70 seconds, no Doom. 30 seconds, no Naga. This is like a free tier 2, and it's starting to be a bit scarier.
And you have that BKB now from Repeater. This is the item you brought up earlier, where you felt like you needed the Scepter plus this item to enable the Drow Ranger in particular in the fights. And So now Rapido has that. We've got the level 20, so the Stampede cooldown has been reduced. I mean, Drow's level 26 as well. So first one over 25. Actually, Doom just got his. So has the Doom applies mute.
Yeah, I think the carry right now is Doom for Radiant. I think if Doom has a good impact on the fight, whether it's like dooming a target or getting a good AoE Doom, Radiant will win. But it's starting to feel like the point, if the Doom doesn't have this like really good impact, obviously bar, you know, some Earth Spirit perfect roll with a Naga Siren on top and like,
of course, yeah.
There's another way, but in like an average fight, if Doom doesn't get this like really good Doom on something, killing the Drow, killing the Centaur, canceling the Shackles, I think Dire is actually in a stronger position in these fights, which is crazy because they're down 20,000 gold.
That's what I was looking at. Like, where is this gold coming? But it's the supports. Like, look at the Hoodwink and the Cotter. They literally almost have all of the gold advantage.
It's pretty much that and the Naga Sign, which again, I don't think that this is necessarily a good Naga matchup versus the Drow. If you like, you saw the last fight, right? It was what, 4 hits from the Drow to just kill the Naga from full HP. So yeah, this does not feel like a 20k lead, which is a pretty scary situation to be in. I think TV is about to go down, unfortunately. That was something, huh? I cannot believe he went for that.
Oh, he got the other one. You're always hoping it was going to work out this time too, but
he did go for the other one.
Unfortunately, Jed gets the kill. He gets the wisdom, so getting closer to 25. He's going to go Hex as well. They're going to have triple Hex by the looks of it on InterActive Philippines, so bunch of control that he is opting for.
I think this is where you start going like 2 to 3 Lincolns and Lotuses, and you just like click everything on a guy when the fight starts and they hex themselves. It's not perfect, but or even Andisks. Andisks are good because they have no nullifiers on Radiant and don't really plan to. Obviously the Doom kind of like goes through Andisks because it's not, you know, status resistance, whatnot, yada yada. But I think having the ability to like poke the fight out or buybacks.
This high ground ward again.
Buybacks is the counter.
So what happened previously, Jed with the invis. So the smoke apology is actually going to still walk past KSH. Shows for a second here with the multi-shot. They're going to try and get the Doom. This is what you mentioned previously, but it had to work out better. And KSH is out with the Stampede. So once again, I mean, this Doom having to be the fight winner. This time it's not. And now Dire, what is the call for them? You, of course, have to use Stampede, BKB, so maybe they just want to chill inside the base.
It's really not that big of a commitment. Like looking at it, it's a Stampede, which is 65-second cooldown, which is like, yeah, it's big for the fight, but it's big because of the Doom, and it's half the cooldown of Doom. And the Drow BKB. No one else pressed BKB. No one else used Andisk. No one else used cooldowns. I think you can go like the Earth Spirit. I mean, it's like the Doom, right? I don't know. I think that the Doom matters so much for these fights because now basically the Shadow Shaman is enabled to just BKB shackle anyone, and any hero will die in the fight.
I believe they scanned the outpost where the illusions were, so maybe thought that.
Yeah.
Someone else, Young PH even showed that he right-clicked.
He sees the Hoodwink. This is so scary. Lewis is in a good position too, sitting on the cliff. He's gonna break with a gem. Oh, he sees them.
I'm gonna back away. I wanna have time to speak about the Doom item build, but gotta be careful, Lewis. Silence out. It's the Stampede back up, they'll get away. So now there's a bit of a window. Stampede on cooldown, Doom up in 25. Do you like the Abyssal core from Doom? Because it definitely sounded like the value with Stampede and Doom. You could go Refresher, so, you know, but what do we think about this? It's definitely, it's an interesting one. You know, I guess what is it going to do against the Force?
It's pretty good, I think. It's the only way to kind of deal with the Stampede, right? You can't slow them. You can't hex them. So it's pretty much Yules or Bash. Like they have to be stunned. That's the only thing you deal with them, or Harpoon. I think Harpoon actually could have been good too, but Abyssal is definitely not
an item.
Bad. I think it's good. I actually think this is a cool build and good idea. I don't think a lot of people would do it.
No. What's going on, CZ? Meanwhile, actually kick on the high ground. T locked up there. KSH. Lois' form incredibly low, but KSH on the low ground is missing continuously, and they're also going to drop the puck as well. And now they're can turn towards the carry as V finally in the fight will be able to get maximum usage and maximum value out of the ultimate. They buy back on young PH, but this is a massive commitment. Hang on a second. With a backline, Naga has it gone a little bit too deep? Shackle out. They've got the damage from KSH. Down goes the Naga. They need more though. This was a heavy commitment from Yangon, and they will get Lewis as well. Couple of buybacks. Still though, InterActive Philippines probably happy, especially with Roche not being up.
Yeah, I was looking at the Roche timer. It just ticked over and it's a minute to spawn. So it's not the fastest Roche or slowest, but the crazy thing is actually it spawns the second Radiant respawns. And I think if Dire's in the pit hoping for the best and they're all ready, they actually kill it in time.
Probably helps that it's going to be bottom spawn as well, so they won't have the outpost to TP to.
Yeah.
They've got a T2, I suppose. But, and we see how that fight starts as well. It's not the greatest position. KSH, of course, on the low ground, the Doom onto the puck, like you're mentioning, and yeah, finally, Doom can just zone away.
I want to say KSH kind of messed up a bit that fight by being just like right-clicking the Doom the whole time, as opposed to kiting for like 1 or 2 seconds for the BKB. I think if KSH, because he didn't even get his BKB off on the Drow in the first life. I think if he like backed up a bit, pressed his E as the Doom's BKB was ending, and then was able to kite, because it forced the Centaur to have to like go in and commit with the Stampede on cooldown for. Also, the big thing was Stampede was 10 seconds cooldown when the puck got jumped.
Okay.
They just had to wait. I think Tihi is actually.
Oh! You almost died.
Por Dios. Oh, por Dios.
They're going for it. All right. They're going to be able to get it, like you said. I mean, they were already in the pit, so they get all the components before Radiant are able to get out of the base. They will try and head on over, though. KSH? Going on. A little bit spooky. I don't know.
I mean, this is a stressful part of the game. You just need one clean jump. I think still for either team. If the Doom gets a clean jump, like last fight, that was like the perfect example of what they needed from the Doom, right? He gets on top of the puck, forces the Doom on the puck. Drow's like slightly too far up because of the like AoE from the Shivas, and then Drow gets clipped too before BKB. Drow dies. Like perfectly how you want that fight to go. But again, the biggest thing I think of that fight was they fought right before the Stampede was up. It was like 10 seconds left on the Stampede. If there's a Stampede, Puck probably lives. Drow probably lives. And they win that fight. I think they could win that fight, but I think Tihi just walked up to D-Ward like slightly too early. And it did cause 2 buybacks, right? Like it was Puck and Drow did have to use their buys for that. Which, I mean, those are the 2 most important buys on your team. We were getting to the point where gold is kind of fake as well. We're hitting the 50-minute mark. Puck is pretty much 6 slotted. Could go up an Ags, but I don't think Ags is super good with his build right now.
Once Dagon.
Yeah, I did see that, but like, dude, I feel like Dagon has to be like the worst item in Dota. I'm gonna be so honest.
What is his item,
bad.
actually?
It's so bad. I feel like he could have more impact with, I guess, oh, I don't know.
This video, I don't know. What's the? Is against illusions? What is this Dagon do actually?
I think he just wants more damage.
Okay.
And like cast range is really good with the 25 talent. Because your W, you can just basically go like 1,000 units away. Also, cast range in general, Puck is just crazy.
Yeah.
I could even see him going for like a refresher. Maybe not. Without the BKB piercing talent anymore.
Well, they're smoking out. But he's got a pretty good position on the high ground. Gonna see them move outside the base. He tries to get the ultimate off, but yeah. V's now in danger. Finally, the Doom's going to be used as well. K-Sage is trying to stand his ground. With the BKB, he's going to be able to do something. Glimmer Cap, they got the detection. V falling low, but it's not enough damage. Finally, they get the kill, but the song, they're actually out. They want out. This is, okay, K-Sage, okay, careful, don't die. Oh my God, she almost dies to the illusions. The magnetize won't ticker as well. Further stuff is happening down to the south. We see Grims die too. Man.
He walked in and just died, like, to the illusions of the high ground. I actually can't believe they got out. I mean, I guess there's an Aegis on the Drow, so it's like in an extended fight they probably lose, which I actually really respect that call to get it out. I think that that's not necessarily an easy one to make. It's hard to say whether it's right or wrong, but I think it's good that they're able to make it, you know, like in the high pressure situation, all like trust each other to get out in a bad fight. But, oof. 2 Abyssal Blades now. There's one on the Naga, one on the Doom. This is, I mean, 40 no Doom, right? This is probably a Rax.
Yeah, Naga's trying to cut mid.
Yeah, but they have a banner.
Yeah, looks like full set. Well, they're going to equal up the advantage in regards to the objectives.
There's
cut some of the other waves as well before they get out.
It's 20 seconds on Doom. I think that's like when you start getting to the point where it's like a little too risky.
Yeah.
I mean, all these fights feel like it's on like a razor's edge, right? If the Doom like clips the right guy with the just edge of his ags and he's able to walk him down, they win the fight. If in that fight, for example, the Doom like got his blink canceled by the overwhelming blink on Puck, like as he was in the Doom animation to jump. And then because of that, they're able to kite the Doom. So there's like all these like little things that if one team gets it over the other, it's huge for them. And I mean, 53 minutes, net worth is fake at this point.
Yeah.
It's an even game. Like the biggest thing about net worth, I think when you start getting to the 50 to 60 minute mark past, and that you should think about more so, is it generally means buybacks advantage. Like whichever team has more net worth usually has like a buyback advantage. I would say the reason why Radiant's ahead is because Dire had to use 2 buybacks on their cores. But
Hey, what's the cooldown on them at the moment? I mean, they're about to be out. Puck's up in, yeah, they're both. It's just the gold from KSH. Yeah. So, what about Lewis? We're speaking a lot about, you know, the Doom and the Naga in particular. Again, he's starting incredible. He's still only got 2 deaths, but how are you reading what he needs to do? Because again, he's not going Scepter. I think he just completed Refresher, I believe.
I still think the Wind Waker is so necessary. It would make these fights be so much easier, because right now there's this threat of the reason why the Doom's so valuable is specifically because of the Shadow Shaman BKB Shackle. Like obviously now there's a couple options to deal with it. There's an Abyssal on the Naga, Abyssal on the Doom, so it's not as necessary. But I think just having like the Wind Waker, I don't know, maybe it's not even worth without the BKB talent on Puck anymore, because I always like still think of Puck as this like anti-BKB hero late game. So maybe it is just an Ags. It's hard to say. Probably Ags. I think Ags is just good. You get one like good kickback on a Drow or something and you win the game.
We are 5 minutes away from tier 5, so at least you're the Earth Spirit along with the Hoodwink, the Bauble. So, we shall see. Yeah, come on. 24k lead, like you said. I mean, probably is actually favoring Yangon at this stage of the game. We've got the Dagons now getting worked on for the Puck, so had them queued up for a while, but he has now committed.
The Dagon's so funny. It seems like such a bad item. Like, okay, what do you get from leveling? You get stats. The cooldown doesn't even go down anymore, huh? It used to go down. It doesn't look like it goes down anymore.
No.
So
No, it doesn't.
you get health, and it basically just for the cast range, realistically.
Yeah.
And a bit of damage. which is fine, I guess.
You sound so unimpressed.
I just missed there's been so many good versions of Dagon, and it's just so much worse than it used to be. Like, it used to give spell lifesteal, it used to give like flat healing and stuff like that. I think it used to also reduce the cooldown back before it gave you any bonuses.
Yeah.
And it went down to like 15 or 12 seconds, something like really, really low. And it was like actually a super good late game item. Now it's just
It's so trash. It's,
maybe it is going down in cooldown. It doesn't say it. Because now it's only an 18-second cooldown. It might be one of those things where it just doesn't say it in the
Like a
shop
visual
that it
bug,
goes
okay.
down.
I see. Okay. Oh, we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll keep it.
it went down again. It's 15.8.
Okay.
So it is actually better than I thought it was. It's still not great, but it's better.
Radiant are
So it's gonna go down to like a 10 seconds. So Puck is actually gonna have a lot of impact in these late game fights.
What's his role as well? We were speaking about a lot of the cores for him. Is it just like your backline supports trying to control them as best as you can?
Peak world is you just permanently canceling the Doom. Like you blink on the
Okay.
Doom, cancels blink, randomly get like coil on the supports, annoy them. Maybe you coil. You want to coil the Naga actually because she has no BKB, and cancel the Doom blink. Those are your two goals, and then not die. If you don't die to some random hexes, Dooms, and you're canceling blinks, I think you've done everything you can. And then at that point, it's just like survive the fight and cast as many spells as you can.
They're trying to Roche. It should raw no. There we go. There's the raw.
Dire's top barracks.
They're gonna instantly beeline over, but
This is scary.
wait, are they gonna go back in the pit on? Oh, the song, Jed. Oh, they clumped up.
no.
Lewis tries to get the rope, and now V's gonna be in with the Doom. They don't get in range for the draw. The draw just outside. So they're gonna be able to control KSH for the moment. The Stampede helps them separate the Puck. Aeon Disc. How are they all out? It looked perfect a way for them to start, but Lewis is dead. They're back over towards the Puck. Surely, no. They just got the kill, but it took too long. It took far too long for them. It looked like it was the perfect way for them to cancel the go from Yangon. But a 2 for 2 is what we see at the moment. Jed
double buy.
tries to kill the Shaman.
Naga
Buybacks
bumped in.
galore as well. Naga tries to get on top of the Drow Ranger.
goes to
Push back.
Satanic.
Force up. Get some separation. She's gonna be okay momentarily. Gotta be careful because Dire with the
Naga.
buybacks. They've got the
TVs are
outpost
so
control.
hard.
So they are back into the middle sooner than Radiant are. V over towards KSH, but with the Glacier, she will stand strong. There's not much they're going to be able to do. Everyone tries to get on top of the dieback on Puck. Maybe they can do stuff. No way, Yangon. This is absolutely an insane fight for Roche for potentially the game ender as well. And they're surely going to be able to run down the center unless KSH. Can he do something about it? Jed finds KSH. Lincoln's going to be able to protect him. Stampede's back up as well, but it's not going to matter. Now Lewis is onto the Drow with the marksmanship getting procced. They won't have the damage that is necessary. KSH, that's going to be a dieback, and that will send us to a Game 3 decider. What a insane final fight.
I cannot believe what just happened in that fight.
I really like the early game for InterActive Philippines, and it sounds like you're putting a lot of emphasis on the late game from the PL. I'm just a bit concerned. Like PL is going to do nothing. Your Doom is potentially going to do nothing. We'll see what Rapido's build goes. If he does go Radiance or not, I think he can't. I don't want him to this game because I really like the early game from InterActive Philippines. I think the one thing with the TB and PL is the fact that TB comes online far earlier and you can team fight and take objectives. And I think it's very similar to like the first game of the day where if just I'm not like the supports on Yangon, like your cooldown reliant on the silencer with global silence and the line you're going to need people to play with. You've got the storm, but I think they have pretty good answers for the storm spirit of the early game. Like their supports are great. They have a bunch of control. They've got a bunch of damage. So I'm just worried that we could be looking at a game where it's just, all right, PL, like we're waiting for you for 20 minutes, half an hour. And we'll see if he's going to be able to get to that stage or not. All right. Definitely for me, we'll see. I'm potentially also a big PL hater. That's all.
Are you a big PL hater because of the hero or because of your computer when there's a PL in the game?
It's both. It's definitely both, but no, I hate PL. It's just such a boring hero.
Dude, this bot rune, is this like the most dangerous rune I think
Apparently.
it's always on the bot rune someone dies, and it's always the Radiant guy who goes there and he's like, "Nah, this is chill. Like I got this." Why can't people just not go into the middle of the river alone, blind on the map? But like it's cool.
Yeah, give it first blood. It's nothing wrong with it. It's all right. At least it's... What was it, the Lion that got it right? Yeah, so Drick gets it. So we'll see what he brings out with his gold. Full wand, Tangos, and a sentry. So... Not the most impactful first blood. In that sense, at least with the mid laners. Maybe being a bit more favored towards the other. See, definitely top lane, your potential kill threat onto T here. I don't know if you really slow down, like, does V farm this lane fine on the Snapfire?
Yeah, I think honestly this lane should be pretty chill for a Snapfire. Like Silencer can get kind of annoying, but Silencer is a bit like Silencer good versus ranged 4s and melee offlaners. Because the ranged 4 you can bully with glaives, and then the offlaner you can like zone out with your spells usually. But when it's the other way around, the melee 4 just pulls the waves, which Silencer's not happy versus because he doesn't do anything against people pulling waves. And then the ranged offlaner kind of just walks away from him. So this is actually like one of the lanes that should be pretty acceptable versus the Silencer. So it looks pretty... I think that this lane should be good. I think mid is definitely a Storm favored matchup. This Earth Storm can get kind of annoying. It's not the worst. Like you're not going to get crushed, but Storm should be pretty happy here. And then bot, it's hard to say. I think Doom Lion's one of the most classic, like very strong lanes, but TB is the kind of hero who, if you get a good stun next to him and he like just gets to 100-0 a guy, then the lane will always be chill for TB.
And you can have the Spirit Breaker just either TP down a charge or charge across the map, like whatever he wants to, come through the portal even if you can find a way. So the only problem with that is then you leave V-Soul, and I don't know if you can leave the Snapfire like that, but maybe with the next meta or the one afterwards, like you could potentially rotate.
And definitely leaving the ranged offlaners is a pretty... That's the scariest thing with ranged offlaners. The laning stage sometimes feels pretty good. It's like, oh, like this guy's like CSing and he's taking no damage and he's doing all this stuff, and then it's time for like 6 minutes and you're like, I'm gonna go mid, and now your offlaner is like just stares into the abyss of darkness and 2 heroes at nighttime, versus like you have some Tidehunter who just doesn't care.
Yeah.
Oh, bot lane Metamorphosis this time.
Brims turns around with the bushwhack. Will still end up being killed off, but it looks like he's done enough to help Jed be able to run Rapido down. Yes, he did. Pop as well. Tihi also dies, so a 1 for 2. It's split across the map.
Thankfully for them, they had the Lotus on the Huvik, I believe, so was able to live that extra like second longer, but all in all, not the worst for either team. It's like pretty close. Obviously the Doom going down is gonna feel really good for the Terrorblade, but now meta's down, right? So now you hit level 3, you have a good timing in the lane to just get a bunch of aggression in on the TB if you so choose.
And lane. Charge in on
charge on mid.
Lewis with the 202 build, so a bunch of extra damage, and the bash is going to be pivotal there. They get the kill, and we're back to spam the voice lines.
Worked for him last game.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta be careful though. We didn't use the T-Gov one last time.
Yeah, that one might be cursed.
Yeah, this is you gotta if you want with the previous game with using the same voice line, you can't change it up. If they lose, I know why.
Let's see. Think about what the mid game's gonna look like. So PL, in my experience in pubs, because unfortunately I have actually been seeing this hero a lot in pubs. I have bad news for you. I see it maybe like once a day at least. They pretty much go Manta, are useless, and then they get Ags and they 1v5 the game. Has been my experience with PL. The worst I ever had was there was a game that we were destroying the game. They had a position 5 Alchemist, and he somehow managed to scrounge up enough gold to buy the PL Ags. So PL had like Manta Butterfly or something Ags instead of Manta Ags, and literally he went into 5 heroes and killed us all. So there's some like weird ass timing with the Ags. That's like the big thing for PL. It's like that's what you really need, and I think if they're able to either play around it or avoid it, they can win the mid game. It's just the mid games get so scary with Peel now.
Is this actually happen? What? Oh, insane TP from Drake.
That was. Okay, he walks away. It's not the worst because 6-minute runes are coming up,
Yeah.
so it's like he can at least contest the top rune. But see, Storm gets 6 off of this siege, which is pretty big. He's like, don't tap my XP.
Oh, Lion?
Lion's got
bro, no, still
big
not.
stick, 15 charges and a fairy fire.
He's going to be able to bait.
This
Actually,
is
Lewis.
really scary for Lewis.
He didn't level magnetize. Wanted the roll instead to close the distance. Now, Lewis, he committed in the middle as a result of this and is dead. So you get a galvanized stack. The illusion was picked up from Young PH as well. He's still got a little bit more mana as well to go to
Nice
Eris.
stun.
Nice timing. Drick, make sure he stops the charge. And they are scaling. We got plus int from T here. Now the galvanized Yangon. Very nice.
They actually have 3 infinite scaling heroes. Oh, and Doom's getting gotten on bot. Ooh. Meta's out in 1 second. Okay, he's gonna live.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, they also have the finger of death count.
True.
So they are fully infinitely scaling on the Dire. They will not get outscaled anymore.
Nice. Plus a insane late game PL versus TB. So
Yep. And you have a Doom. So this game, there's definitely, in my opinion, a limit on this game. Like a timer.
another one. More scaling.
Double scaling. At the same time, the PL just
Dire's
got charged, got 2 hits from Snapfire, and now he's at 300 health.
It's gonna be careful it happens again now with kisses up from V if you surely levels it.
Yeah, if there's a Spirit Breaker charge on PL, like if he ever gets the scene on
Can
the
he
real-
just die
like
here
this,
actually? If he gets Scatter Blast and kind of kiss himself and yeah, like okay.
that?
Yeah, like you're not
Like-
gonna be able to
like
dodge
that.
enough like that.
Exactly like that. Yeah, that could happen to you, unfortunately.
Dire's
Yeah, this is why, I don't know, Snap just looks so good. So we saw earlier today there was an offline Snap. And what ended up happening with it was he did have a good early game like this, I want to say. Like his laning stage was pretty good, but then he died twice back to back because Snap is such a weak hero when he gets gone on. And
Yeah.
so I really want this Snap to not die
Well-
twice back to back. Is there, oh, there's no points in pull. Oh, okay. There's a line stun. I was about to say there's no points in storm pull. Whew. Okay, but yeah, that's what you're not supposed to do on offlane Snap.
That's
is
one of
be
those
behind the
deaths.
tier 1 tower. Just don't do it a second time. Thankfully for him, he wasted his TP trying to get out, and so he cannot TP in and die instantly. So he at least has like 40 seconds of living.
Okay.
So that you know, you take what you can get.
It's time that he's going to be thinking about, you know, surely I'm not going to go here. This is not a spot I want to be. I will not die back to back. So we'll see where else on the map. He comes through the portal down bottom, gets the D ward. We'll go back the other way. I didn't notice, but sorry, I thought they got both wisdoms, but no, it's just a 1-for-1, so nothing crazy. Lewis is down bottom.
radiant are
We're looking to try and slow Repeater down about 5 2/3. Close to being able to utilize his ultimate. They do have an observer that, yeah, I believe saw Lewis as well by the secret shop, so they are aware that the Earth Spirit's down bottom.
radiant are scanning.
So he's going for the Radiance Rush on Doom. No drums, no nothing. Not even a wind lace. Full commit. Radiance
Oh,
Rush.
they got him.
I actually think Dire's just playing to play like a 50-minute game. And just guaranteed to win game. I think that's their goal right now.
But you're not concerned that like they're gonna get to that stage though?
I mean, it's definitely concerning. You're playing versus three really fast cores, to be honest. Like Terrorblade is one of the fastest cores, I would say. Like he obviously scales really well, but he's this. I think Terrorblade is such a good design of a hero because he scales well, but then he has the. Oh,
Speaking of TV, eats the
design
Doom.
to
Grim's
die
gonna
with
try and
Doom.
do his best. Yeah, absolutely. What a hero, you know? You know, can't survive to Doom. Or what a bad
yeah.
design from him.
Why isn't it
Who
just
can?
Medusa surviving?
Come on.
But I think that Doom's or Terrorblade's really cool because it's like you have this early peak every meta, every like 2 minutes, and then you go farm. and you have a peak, and then you go farm. So it's like a very good, it feels good to flow as the game, like take a tower, go farm, and then you keep scaling to the game. And so as long as they can kind of minimize their losses on the metas, like they don't give up a bunch of kills, and they don't die in the PL.
Oh, he's absolute tonight. Oh, side steps. Okay. Oh, yeah, he's getting run down nonetheless. So another kill on the carry. Back to back with the Mortimer Kisses and Gunner. Importantly, not back to back deaths on V. That's what we like to see. This offline Snapfire, he's chilling.
He actually got an assist instead of dying. So
nice.
Now the offlane snap's gonna look crazy broken. He went for the boots of travel, so a bit greedy build, but look, the enemy team's going greedy. Why don't you just join them? Why does it ever just go greedy? 10 minuses.
They play
for 60 minutes.
Oh, nice hex trick. And actually turns as well to nuke down Grims. Young PH is going to be okay by the looks of it. So he's going to be able to walk it off. They got the catapult. Should be a tower as well that drops. Maybe.
I think this tower should be dead. They're fighting with no magnetize, no snap bolts. But snap damage, does it really matter?
Absolutely not. When V 1500 health they're gonna have to go through from Young PH. He's gonna be careful if he's got the resource, actually will commit for the kill. He went in. He went in. No, why did he not run away? Drick, he's gonna be run down as well. Roll just kind of close the distance. He's got to, yep.
Okay. All right. Good effort. We can walk away, I guess. I know it's like you really want to hit this tier 1 tower. You want to use a siege, but it's definitely really risky for PL. I think they have to slow down a bit. Because you have a Doom rushing Radiance, you have a PL with just a Yasha. Like I think all their plays with the Storm have been fine. Like he keeps getting pickoffs and goes, but I think everything involving the PL is just a bit too slow. Like PL is the one who's dying over and over. He's 0-3-0. I think he really needs to stop showing and start just playing to farm. Like it's okay to farm. You'll win this game eventually.
If they're gonna at least help if they can get the kill into the Terror Blade.
There's a Doom.
They're gonna need it. Sunder Jet. Okay, there we go. Doom press very close.
You just press it. Oh, there's no finger. Oh my! Why did they do this? Why did they do this?
My heart.
Also, the craziest thing is there's probably like there's a chance that I would do the same thing. I'd be like, oh, I don't really want to have to doom this guy. I want to try to kill him. Yeah, because I know I'm also a greedy player. Everyone wants to be the greedy player that doesn't waste their buttons.
Because now Doom's it's not up, so they're gonna TP down.
So now there's like a snap, and the snap's gonna ultra, and you're like, oh, if only I had Doom. If only we played that TB kill a bit better.
Oh, they'll back away. They won't be able to get the tower, but they got the kill importantly. And we have a very even game. So Storm's on top. He's still got, what, 7 galvanized stacks. No real core is struggling. Doom towards the bottom, but Repeater is still sitting fine. And no one's been heavily destroyed.
An exceptional fight.
Which I guess is, for me, again, with how I was looking at this game, I was pretty concerned about this stage of the game in the next 10-15 minutes from Yangon. Maybe 10, not 15, but I thought this was going to be the opportunity where InterActive Philippines could have more of an advantage, more of a lead. We're going to have to see through the form of the charge. One will be heading towards Young PH. You have to go through the tower, so Dire will have plenty of time to respond, but the silence like that, they won't get a response. The kisses as well cuts down the support. Beautifully done, and this snap again. 5-1 and 2. He avoided those back-to-back deaths, and now we're at the stage where we get to see how strong this hero is.
This is the true power of Snapfire. If you don't feed, the hero's broken. Who could have guessed that? And I mean, that was really good spellcasting. They got like a charge that charges through all of them. The Earth Spirit gets like I think also a triple silence, so they can't even click spells. The Storm was so chain stunned that he couldn't activate the shield rune in his bottle before dying.
Just watching Era's 1v1 KSH.
Yeah. V has a blink. Actually, V is so farmed on the Snapfire.
Might actually be able to go in. Young PH, gonna be careful. There's the first song. He's got a shield rune actually. But Cookie to try and disengage, and yeah, they'll be able to run down Eris. It does have Lewis to drag him out as well, but
Close.
much of the damage has already been dealt. So once again, we're getting some more galvanized stacks.
I make my move.
They have Finger of Death again, so they can keep going for kills, I think, unless he just goes down and dies again. He's looking like a Jeej for his life.
Oh, por Dios. Oh, por Dios.
Look, they're feeling good. They're feeling good. And now Doom's in trouble, actually. Oh,
Low
nice global.
silence, TP. Bash. Bash, one
Imagine.
more. No.
He had one hit. He had one hit in him. If that was a... At least the Dota gods are kind today.
Dire's bottom tower.
Especially, I mean, yeah, rough it would have been. Use global silence to get the
use
Doom
global
out and then
and
he
he still
dies.
dies.
Oh. Top lane?
KSH?
KSH? Yeah, against
There's no
V.
way. I'm surprised. I guess it's like scary. Yeah. That was scary for V. Like if he stays, like obviously he can man fight him, but blink no.
Kind of staying. And they're going to be able to find him in the tower range. Okay. Young PH is getting charged without a whole lot of mana, but they're going to have way more heroes to head towards the top. Look at the form of one with Lewis TP, and now TP is also going to show up. Bro connects Lewis. Sounds not going to be able to find it. So with the Spirit Breaker charge through, connects to the KSH. But it's pretty messy. Magnetizer along with meta use for bottom, so never mind, doesn't matter.
Yeah, just I mean a bit awkward. Good for Dire to be able to kind of like force stuff and get away, but it's one of those things where Radiant's so mobile on the map that kind of using a lot of TPs to go for kills isn't the worst. There's some drafts that I feel super bad, but you have Spirit Breaker charge, you have a global travel, you have like the Boots of Travel and the Snapfire. Even the Terrorblade just farms really fast around the map, and Earth Spirit's Earth Spirit. So it's like you have all these heroes that can just go wherever they want on the map consistently. So, you know, making some awkward TP plays is like, it's whatever. It slows your game down by like 20 seconds. It's definitely not the worst situation. And this Radiance is so slow. For a first item Radiance, nothing but just double bracer Radiance. He's gonna get like 18 minutes, which is just... I feel like your goal, I would say, is probably like 15 minutes you want to get it around. And Teehee goes down again top.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, he's kissing?
Radiant's
What?
middle tower is under attack.
What's the wave, maybe?
Forces the TP at least. See, can he even die to...
Oh,
I don't think he would have died to the two of them, to be honest. Peel's weird. I can never get a read on how much damage Peel will do. Like, it feels like he shouldn't do a lot, and then he just somehow does infinite damage.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Especially this stage as well. Like, it was... I don't know. This hero is...
Yeah, I don't
weird
understand. This hero doesn't... I don't understand it that well in terms of, like, damage yet. Because they keep changing him with his innate and stuff, and he doesn't have defusal. Like, most heroes kind of... You know how much damage they do average. I would say the other hero that used to be like that was Kez. It was so hard to understand how much damage Kez did. But now it makes a bit more sense. He just does infinite damage.
Yeah, it's just
At all
insane.
points of
Like,
the
let's
game.
just leave
He
it at
literally
that.
just one-shots you, yeah. It's like this guy gets Ags, and then he presses 16 buttons, and then you're like, oh, I'm stunned, silenced. I have a dot of 2,000 physical damage taking, and I'm already dead with a guaranteed crit. My fault.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry. I guess I should know better.
And also, all of it pierces BKB. Oh, my fault. I should have played around that. That's my Kez impression.
Have you dabbled with Kez?
I actually, unfortunately, went to the dark side starting like a week or two ago, and I started trying out Kez.
How's that going?
It's actually fun. I played a game. I got like 27 kills.
Looks like if we talk about skill expression heroes, Kez definitely feels like one of them.
The first couple of games, I was doing like Battle Fury carry builds, and I go like Battle Fury, Butterfly, Satanic, Manta, stuff like that. And then I started playing the like real man's build, the Deso, Mage Slayer, Ags, where you have 1,000 HP, but you one-shot everything.
Yeah.
That one's fun.
What has been the hardest thing for you with learning Kez?
I feel like his early game is like weird sometimes. Like try to join fights. Late game's pretty easy though, to be honest.
Wait, have you been? Are you playing mid or carry?
Both.
Okay.
Mid more recently.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Keep going.
No, I feel like late game is not that hard once you get used to the button clicking. Like there's an order you click buttons in. You click like the Sai Swords Q, then you click the Katana Q, and then like the Sai Swords ult, and then the Katana ult. You just kind of like do everything in an order.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to remember all your cooldowns because they end up being all different when you get the Ags. I wonder why are they baiting the Tormentor? Do they think that the Dire is gonna? Maybe they think that the Dire is gonna think that they're Tormentoring and wants to contest, so they want to like recontest Dire. You know?
Wow,
They're just like baiting a Tormentor fight.
So they're actually gonna smoke, and they got the charge on Rapido.
Yeah, they did.
And now he's kind of scratching his head. They get the global shots again to try and hope it's actually going to be enough, but that bushwhack will make sure he's not going to be able to step out. And this is, yeah, well, the bait worked out. You know, everyone else was trying to sweep towards the portal. No one was home. They lose the Doom, and now they're going to lose the Tormentor too.
And they might lose young PH too if he's not careful.
Radiant's middle tower is falling.
They should be able to zip TP, right? They've got the fish of... No! Oh! So close.
You need like one more game of Storm Spear to know his mana. Just one more game.
Oh no. Alright, well, he's out. Looks like Tormentor will finally go down for Radiant. A little bit slow. Should get it in the end.
I feel like surprisingly, like in my head, based on what I've been watching, I think Radiant is like super far ahead. Like they're just crushing the game. And then I look at the actual like state of the game, the networks of everyone, and I'm like, oh, like it's not that bad. Like sure, the PL is he was 0-3, but now he's 2-3. Like he's chilling. I think honestly the reason why it's so close, I think, is Radiant obviously has the more aggression early game fixated draft, and Dire has more of like a slower greedy draft. And I think a lot of it is the Doom having a really bad game. Like his Radiance being super slow just means that if he had a Radiance at the normal time, which again is probably, I would say like 15 minutes ish, he would have an extra like 2,000 gold right now, probably at least like 1,500. He'd have like half his BKB. This smoke play with the Blink Dagger would have happened already. It probably would have happened at that Tormentor fight, and he wouldn't have died there. And then they maybe would have taken the fight. So it's like a lot of these things change when, like, Dota's so cool that so many things change because of like such small things early game. Like maybe like he missed a deny or two in the lane, and that's why they lost. And all of that has snowballed now to him dying at the Tormentor, giving up these fights.
Mm-hmm.
This game is way too complicated, man.
Absolutely,
so good.
Dude. I mean, there's nothing like it. I absolutely shits on League as well. Don't even get me started. I try and I speak to. I literally start. I've bunch of my school friends play League. I literally start by saying like, "Can you guys deny creeps?" And they don't understand that. They're like, "What? Deny? What are you talking about? Like, what is this concept? Denying my own creep? Why would I want to do this?" And then I just say like, "Okay, well, okay, you want to compare League to Dota? This game is just far more complicated, far more beautiful. Like, simply being able to not deny the enemy team from getting experience. How much would that change the game in itself?
Yeah.
And that's just one concept. Let's buybacks. Let's talk about buybacks as well. Like everything. Like, don't even get me started.
Active items. There's like 4 in League.
Yep. Yeah, it's such a boring game.
I mean, all my League friends, basically, when we have the conversation, it ends up being like League is more like an action game oriented. That it's just like clicking your buttons in the correct order, and like all like literal mechanics is like 90% of the game. And in Dota, like mechanics they don't have the same ceiling, but they also only equal like 40 to 50% of the game. And the rest is all just like your brain.
So, okay, so that, yeah. Fair enough. I mean, I guess you want to
give some
it just, yeah, sure. I just feel like for me, it just means you're not as good of a player. Dota players, you're just far better with all the other complicated things.
And strategy.
Everything else. It's not just your mechanics you got to worry about. What about all the other strategy that goes into it?
That's true.
Because it's absolutely insane.
No, I agree. I think Dota's the best game ever made.
Yeah. And unfortunately, if you yeah, you don't understand. You're not a Dota player. You're not going to get it. You know, this league people don't get it. Any other
They
MOBAs,
don't
they
get
don't
it.
get
No
it.
one gets it.
No one gets it. But here we are. You know, it's for fighting for the most prestigious event as well. You know, back over in China, one spot for C. It's going to be quite the bloodbath. I mean, we got 2 more series as well. I know, South America finished super late today. I don't know what happened with Amaru versus Nemesis, but they've got their final day tomorrow. But for us, we still got 2 more series today as well in the upper bracket.
This is gonna be a late night, I believe, for all of us.
Plenty of enjoyable stuff. So, see, it's very even game so far, which is not what I want to see if you're InterActive Philippines for these lads. You know, this is where the time bomb's ticking.
I mean, I still am not 100% sure on PL. Like, I've seen it. It looks good in pubs. Pubs are one thing. Competitive's another. But I still want to say that he should just win this game single-handedly late game. Like, especially you could say, oh, there's a lot of magic damage. I think if his team really just wants to win and the game's like close at 50 minutes, if someone just buys a pipe, I think he just is unkillable with magic.
He stopped the charge.
Wait.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I wonder why. I think I feel like he could have just went in there and just like full committed on the storm, but you know, whatever.
Well, is there anything good with this planar pocket? This game, this is honestly one shard I've never understood.
Doom, you can get doomed.
Okay.
That's pretty much the biggest one. I think like ideally he's gonna press it on his Earth Spirit or his TB, and then whoever he presses it on can't get doomed for a couple. Oh, doesn't get the right one. The coolest interaction. Have you ever seen it used aggressively?
No.
Or
not
no?
at all.
So you can cast it on enemies, and then if they get targeted by friendly stuff, you get affected by it. So if you're playing versus like a Dazzle, for example, and you cast on their carry, if he graves his teammate, he'll grave you.
No way. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
All right. What the?
Which is like
That's
crazy.
insane.
Like it's so hard to use it that way though. Like, I'll be honest, it's so hard to be like, I'm gonna cast it on the enemy carry so that when he gets graved by his Dazzle, you know.
Yeah,
but
big brain.
it technically does work that way.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see if Eris, what he can do with the planar pocket versus the Doom versus the Lion.
Yeah. I think in this instance, it's specifically the Doom.
Sure.
Which is that's a really good one. Unfortunately, I want to say the bulldoze status resistance wouldn't work because it would get purged before the debuff gets applied. I think is how it works. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, it's still just dooming a support. It's just always gonna be a win.
I think they saw the Spirit Breakage starting to charge for the mid lane, so Pio's gonna range. We are seeing this lead go a little bit more for InterActive Philippines at the moment. 3k now, of course nothing crazy, but we've held like a 1k lead for quite some time now. So they're going to try and smoke and move across the map. They'll go through the portal and head to bottom, where Jett is already starting to run towards the area to connect with the team.
This is the scary part of the map to fight right now. It's like always fighting next to the Roche pit is the most stressful thing, because whoever wins, not only do they win the fight, but they guaranteed get Roche.
That's a good ward. Young PH, you're going to see
They get
him
the
along with
storm.
multiple heroes in the backline as well. He's going to be able to activate the BKB. And now with the Global Sunshine, PH actually going to zip into the middle. It's a pretty heavy commitment just for Eris, and Eris is tanky. They haven't killed him up just yet. Rapido as well for the Doom. He got it
Doom on the Earth Spirit.
just with the roll away. So Earth Spirit's completely okay, but you need to kind of consider about how you want to take a further fight. This might guarantee Roche with a pretty heavy committal on YG. You use Doom, you use Global Silence and BKB on Storm.
Yeah, I mean, even going for Roche is still a bit scary, though. Storm's not the highest mana, but your PL is still full resources, right? And PL's scary in this situation. There's no BKBs on the cores of Radiant.
Rick's gone at least. He's going to buy back He can jump back in as well.
Storm's going in the
Storm
back
straight
line.
towards the back line is going to be able to find V and combine with KSH, which is the important thing. And meanwhile, Jed and Lewis, they're also playing together as well, trying to run down Rapido. They haven't guaranteed the kill just yet until the final damage comes through from Lewis. And now they'll also catch up to Drake, which will be a dieback out of the Lion. Oh, Eris, the charge redirected, stunned up Tiki. You know, T's in no man's land. They're not going to be able to just get one or two, but a third as well. But KSH, then like he has what it takes to be able to turn the tides. He's got the Storm Spirit thinking about zipping back in. They cancel the TP. They will be able to. And down goes the Terrorblade. A messy fight, but not only just that, they're going to be able to run Grims down as well. So we are, I don't even know, big winners there with all the buybacks.
I mean, that's... I think that's a pretty even fight, to be honest. Maybe Radiant, slight win because they buy, the Lion buys back, so now he's just never going to have gold for the rest of the game, but...
Yeah, I guess it's just a question of, like, again, the PL, because he got 1,000,
Yeah.
but he's got Orchid now. So Orchid level
Yeah.
20. He's probably, like, the individual biggest winner, so to say.
Yeah. Definitely. I think he's... The fights are so stressful for both teams because basically the way I see it is both PL and TB are kind of unfightable except for each other fighting. But then if they both full commit on each other, it's hard to say who win. Honestly, I think at this point right now, the TB would win because the Earth Spirit Shiva's is like doing a lot of work with the attack speed slow and like the magic damage because PL went for really aggressive items, like full damage, no HP items.
Well, they're going to try and take a team fight at the outpost. Meta is back up, so TB's going to be ready to try and take the engagement, but the Global Silence is out as well to cover with the Doom as well. TB's just gone. They've lost the Terrorblade, and they're going to have anyone more damage with anyone else as well. SB's getting charged down at the moment. It's going to be fine because Yangon actually looking to try and disengage. They want out of this. Like, this was a fight that they could not continue even with killing the Terrorblade. Unfortunately, Tiki will not be able to live to tell the tale. So V, 6-3-6 at the moment with the Snapfire, and Radiant actually winning the skirmish.
Oh, por Dios!
I mean, isn't that insane that they kill the Terrorblade, like, start of the fight, base it for free, and then they still lose the fight?
I don't even know how how did that even happen? I mean, Lewis did so much damage, Snap as well. I don't know what went wrong though.
I think it was they used everything on the TB, and then the Doom went in further. Like, he went in by himself to try to go on the Snap, like they could commit on killing the Snap or probably canceling the ult, something like that. And then we can see it here. So it's like they kind of go on the Spirit Breaker. TB goes in. Really good. They all kill the TB. I think if they walk away now, it's fine. But you see the Doom walks forward here.
Yeah.
And then he just dies, and now they're all like split. And then the Silence is going to get chased down. I think if they were together, the PL could probably help a bit more. But even now, it's like you see the scary thing with PL that I was saying, that there's so much damage right now, magic, that it's like he still dies in this game. I think genuinely at some point, maybe he goes a heart, but like one guy in his team buys a pipe, that reduces so much damage that he's going to take on the PL.
You want Doom to get it? I mean, of course, we've seen so much Shivas and Scepter and anything. I don't know, like, you're not getting...
I would just buy it on like the Silencer or the Lion or something. Like, I know it's kind of like awkward, but it's a game-winning item. I would say, like, giving your PL that magic resistance, just the magic resistance aura. I mean, I don't think it got nerfed too much. Like, yeah, it's 8% plus a barrier. That's like an extra 600 plus health he's gonna have every fight.
The ward that doesn't scout out Lewis. Lewis will still roll into the river, and he's in danger.
No.
They try and cook it to protect him, but the Global Silence will guarantee the kill onto Lewis. That's a godlike streak that KSH got, and now they can look for more as well. Charge will get the Spirit Breaker out, but Grims will not disengage.
And that's right next to Roche.
This is the second Roche of the game, or second? First Roche, apologies. So they'll get the Aegis. We'll see if they give it to the Storm or the PL. That KSH wants it. Guess that kind of helps for the moment. I was just speaking about the pipe. Maybe you still die the second. Do you like PL Aegis here, honestly?
Yeah, I think the PL one's fine because
Okay.
He is killable. I think it's like different from the Naga we saw earlier. That was like unkillable, right? At that point, I guess it was funny because the Naga I think actually did die with that Aegis, like pretty easily. But I think this guy is definitely way more killable in a normal sense than the Naga was. But if they kill him, they don't have resources for a second life. I think
Wait,
that's
look at this read. How do they know they're already setting up? Have they got a ward or something? Drix here, a little bit awkward because apparently 3 heroes are radiant of playing with the
just
wisdom
waiting.
as well. So they also knew.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
I mean, he just wanted a little XP, man. Like, is that?
Yeah.
Is that too
Can't
much to
blame him,
ask?
man. No, not at all. Eris? Cosmop charge on the young PH or zip over the top.
Radiant's middle tower is fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Try and see if anyone's got that reader pipe as well on Bio. Not just yet.
I can see the argument that no one's gonna buy it, and he's just gonna go hard and be like HP wise. It's just all of Radiant's damage is pipe or is magic, right? So it's like, oh, it's so good.
Dire are scanning.
It's just one of those items that feels bad for most heroes to buy, I would say. Like cores never want to buy because they want damage.
Okay,
Supports never get the gold.
Lewis going to be able to activate the BKB. They do get the first one with the
No
young
headway.
PH, but there's going to be no follow-up. Eris charge over towards the right side, but they're just trying to disengage by the looks of it. Unfortunately, but the Hoodwink will still tick out.
That
the
was
Witch, sorry, the
insane.
Plasma.
Yeah, it was Parasma plus I think an Infernal Blade from Doom. Literally did like 60% of the Who himself.
Oh, por Dios.
Still, how do you position on the map here for YG? They've got Ages for still another 2 minutes 40.
I don't think you're necessarily gonna look for kills. I think that's a bit like, or tower push rather, like tier 3s. I think you'd want to go for kills and like farming gold. The PL heart is like your super big timing, but yeah, go. Oh, dude, you just saw the
Again?
CB.
Okay.
Okay.
It's your 9 second.
They might look. It looks like Radiant wants to take this fight, but your TB has no BKB. Guys, it's okay. You don't have to take the
H.
fight. He's a Hex on the
Jump
stack.
in, Hex, Cookie as well. Follow-up control. Perfect initiation, but the Global was just far too late. They're still going to try and take the tip. Look at the PL damage. Oh my, KSH rips apart the Snapfire, but now Jet is into the middle. The only problem is that you're going to be able to find the real PL and have you got the AoE damage? Finally going to be able to deal with some of the illusions, but it doesn't matter because he's got Aegis as well. They'll kill him the first time. Can they set up for the second respawn? YG, not really much they're going to be able to do, but Manta's off some of the silence. Doppelganger up, disengage as well with the Phantom's Rush. Nice use of the wave. They've got the vision. In fact, KSH thinking about turning on to Lewis. Lewis with the BKB. Once again, KSH doing a really good job with the Phantom Rush to make sure he gets that extra separation. So gotta be careful. We'll run back into Jet. Jet sidesteps the Earthspike. Drick off the mark. It might be enough. KSH is continuing to get out the Duke and jiving. Juxtaposed with a shard. I think he's gonna live. The vision, did they get a glimpse of him? I think they might have. He's got a TP. He's gonna be able to find a position with the roll. They got the vision for the Shivas. Anything.
Oh, he had no stones. He was just out of stones. Oh, he was dead because he could have silence kicked.
Crazy stuff in this game. It's only 1,000 lead.
Middle tower is under
I mean, Lewis is owning. Like, I remember when he first picked it, I was like, well, you got to be an expert to pick Earth Spirit this patch. And this
Yeah.
guy's Earth Spirit is looking so good. In these fights, he's doing so much work between like kiting out the fights. He's so tanky, he's unkillable. Like, this is the game that he's scary mid game, right? I think last game he had already kind of like stopped being able to make a lot of moves just based on how the map is being played. But this one, all of these fights, he's looking so strong. And he's got to force his BKB now, though. Yeah. I think the other crazy thing about that jump on bot was how close Storm's Lincoln's was to actually going off cooldown. Because he got popped by the Spear Breaker when he went on the TB like to force his BKB. And I think it was less than a second or 2 seconds before his Lincolns went back up when the Snapfire blinked in. Like, imagine that situation. Snap blinks in and the Lincolns got back up on the Storm.
Ugh.
That fight is completely different. Storm probably presses BKB, goes on the snap. Storm doesn't die. That was like so close to being. Obviously, he didn't know there was a Hex, but if he just waited like 2 seconds to jump the wave and then did it with Lincoln's up, completely different fight.
Yeah. Still, we are getting quite some separation here with the carry matchup in particular. Okay, Sage, speaking of one of them, he's got enough movement speed to be able to run away. So the scaling is just a thing. That was the problem for Lewis in the previous game, right? Where he's even better KDA wise, but the problem was he wasn't able to scale, and he needs to do it even more so to deal with the PL. You need the Snapfire to be able to scale as well. So they've got a bunch of farmers. Just a question: are you going to be able to execute these fights in particular for these heroes?
I think the biggest thing for Lewis probably is he's not really going to die to PL. It's only to the Bloodthorn. So if his team has...
Well, they got the Storm. The Global Silence defensive, it's not going to matter though. Once again, they're trying to use this, but they were doing it with Tormentor, so hoping that was going to be enough, but not the case. And can they go high ground?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, they can force a buyback. I mean, maybe there's a chance that there's some like really awkward jump, but
Great.
I mean, TB can't get one shot if he's not very careful with the Bloodthorn. I would say for the Earth Spirit, he's going Lincoln's, which is his try to be anti-Bloodthorn tool, which is like, because the PO has a way to break it. But if he has a way to dispel the Bloodthorn or his teammates by like a Lotus or something, or a way to purge him, I think that he's completely fine with the PO.
Okay. I guess how else? What about the Snapfire with her scaling? I mean, you're going across the Ashikaya, the Shivas is going to help out a bunch as well. We'll see the level 25 with the kisses. The supports, is there anything that they can consider against the PL? Like, are they really capped with how they deal with this hero?
So they have tools to deal with the PL. I don't think it's like there's so much more random AoE magic damage in Dota than there ever has been in the past. Like Shiva's is such a strong item. Even like the Earthsphere and Snap just do like crazy amounts of damage. So they have ways to like chip him down if they survive the fight long enough. Okay. I think that the reason he's so strong is he does so much burst damage in a stun with like Bloodthorn plus right clicks that he'll kill any hero instantly. Like even the TB, if he gets like 1.5 seconds of free hitting a TB, the TB just dies from 100 health or from 100% health. So the way you deal with him is kite him and keep poking him down, get him to like 70% the first jump, then 40%.
This is gonna help.
Now it's like scary for him to go.
It's just a free Roche.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
no
when you
idea.
force TB to like, you force him to use all his health resources to kill 1 life of TB, he'll probably be like only 50% health by the time TB respawns.
Dire are
I
scanned.
might still try and force the fight here from Yangon Galacticos. They see Grims at the moment. Are they going to be able to find the angle though? KSH. Pushing forward here for the front line. Bit of an awkward position with the smoke popping. Lewis rolls actually to the right side instead for the wave from the team. So BKB is going to be fine. Still is in danger. TP's out. Is he going to be able to make it? No. So he will live, and now Jed's going to try and get towards the line. Couple of right clicks, but cutting down before the TP. And yeah, I mean, 1 for 2. KSH, it just got evaporated.
Thankfully for them, the Doom did kill the Earthspear and is found, but
what? I guess he didn't have Manta or Doppel. The reflection did 1,000 damage on him.
yeah, I think he just like full and committed and didn't respect the reflection damage, which like I believe it has his innate, so it just does like an insane amount of damage at the start.
50 seconds now. I'm going to see if they're going to force the PL by... It's going to be 2 full sets of barracks with mid open as well. You've got Global at least, but no Doom for the fight.
Oh, Storm Ags died. They had an Ags on it.
On PH. See Pimp, but the Hex on PH. Insane play! And now Doom's dead as well. You buy back out of KSH, but this has got the Aegis. So let's see if they're going to be able to set up without the meta. Young PH trying to dip towards the backline onto V, who's in a lot of danger. Meanwhile, the carry versus carry matchup as well. But the Sunder's going to be able to come through for the Terror Play, but the Earth Spike, she's fine at the moment. But the buyback's pretty heavy commitment. Both sides wanting to try and InterActive Philippines feel like they can close the game here.
Glimmer of the Saucer! Glimmer of the Saucer! Oh my god, why not a Glimmer? Why not? Oh my god, that was so close. Wait, so, okay. PL, Storm, and Doom bought all the cores from the Dire bot. And on Radiant, the Earth Spirit, Snap, and Spirit Breaker bot. So it was two cores in the support versus 3 cores. Which is just absurd. But basically the only heroes with buy are Hoodwink, Silencer, TB. No one else has buy. I don't want to say like which is in the advantage because it's still really close because PL still has the ability to burst. Like, let's say some guy gets randomly caught, Earth Spirit doesn't click the BKB on the second they roll, he gets stunned. He'll one-shot people with the Bloodthorn. Like, that's how PL works with Bloodthorn is you die. If they hit you, you die. But it's so scary, man. Like, any player in this game, like a single player makes one mistake and dies, their team probably loses.
Got a bit of a break. So teams they'll be able to work this out. They'll see how they can take these next set of fights. Make sure those important heroes aren't jumped like you're mentioning so they don't die 4-0.
Ooh.
We have...
You see TB's item that he has?
A Hydra's Breath? Yes.
He's got a Hydra's Breath.
Very interesting.
I guess it somewhat helps him deal with PL. Like, even if you're hitting illusions, you might accidentally clip the real PL, which is kind of cool. I think it's just a damage item. Like, it's just strictly you just buy it if you just want damage in the team fight. Like, you don't need more single target damage, but you just want to kill more people is the way I would think about it. Like, if you wanted single target damage, you'd buy a Daedalus.
Do you agree with that? Because it sounded like you were saying before that you feel like InterActive Philippines should have plenty of AoE damage to deal with the PL.
I mean, I still don't have a good read on this item. I've seen it a handful of times, and it either like I can never tell the amount of impact it has. I've even seen like I don't know if you remember the game where there's like an Ember Spirit that bought it that everyone was freaking out.
No, I did not.
Because he would just apply the passive with Sleight of Fist. That was like his whole point of buying the item. It was literally for the 2.5% max HP passive. But I don't know. It's always an issue in an item because it competes with the same item slot as Pike. And Pike is just inherently such a good item on most range carries that you can't really afford to not go it if you're going to buy the Dragonlance. I think the reason he's fine doing it here is because you have cookies, which are kind of like a Pike. You have a Force Staff on your Hoodwink, and you have pull from your Earth Spirit. So you kind of have like a lot of ways to get repositioned by your teammates anyway. So it's better that he just builds to be a tower. And I think this is probably the best like tower item in the game you can buy.
Well, we've definitely seen so far he's been able to match up, at least against Yangon currently. So we have PL's going to go Scepter into Skadi. There's potential Abyssal Blade that's going to be queued up after from KSH. No Scepter as well from Rapido. He wants Double Doom instead. See, he's still struggled to be able to have a whole lot of impact like we were hoping in that previous game as well. I felt like the Doom in Game 2 was far more pivotal to the success so far. It's, you know, of course, the PL and the Storm Spirit as well. That can always change. I mean, there's the thing about the Doom hero. It can always change.
Yeah, just one good Doom. One good Ags Doom, one good random Doom on some target. He's going for Refresher, actually, instead of the Ags.
Yeah.
Which, do I like that? I guess it's really hard for him to actually stand there and tank the fight because of the TB. Like, TB just does too much damage. So, if TB presses meta and you go on something not the TB, even if you go on the TB, he might just kill you. So it's probably better if he wants to kite, like press Doom on the Earth Spirit when he rolls in, refresh, press it on the TB, or press it on the Snap, something like that. I can see it. Is this the part of the game where we're all gonna wait for buybacks to come up?
Maybe. I guess so, right?
Everyone's like, I'm scared. I don't have buy for 5 minutes, guys. Let's not make a mistake.
Well, TB's itching. He's ready to go with his own buyback, but... they will smoke.
They're smoking. They're gonna go for this.
Scepter completed on the Storm.
Dude, I can't believe He's just jungling these kids. He's just out here alone jungling. And they're walking past him is the crazy part.
Careful.
Oh, no,
They go. The observer ward's laid down as well. So as soon as the smoke pops, they're going to get the vision. But the Mortimer kisses as well. They
nice
try and
blink.
get Drick, but Drick's able to blink away.
Okay. Also, okay, cool. Doom just purchased a nullifier. He just broke his radiance for a nullifier. So I'm assuming the nullifier is going to be good versus like the Spirit Breaker. Everything about the Spirit Breaker is pretty much the biggest thing with the nullifier. It lets him actually kill Spirit Breaker. Dude, the illusion almost just killed the Rax, 100 to 0.
Yeah. Put in some work here is Mr. Jed. They're themselves actually going to try and smoke out of the base. They haven't been able to get a foothold in this game for the past couple of minutes or so. Top lane shoved in. Bottom's in an okay position currently. They have a deep base ward still that sees T here. I don't know if they can do anything with it on InterActive Philippines. They're actually starting to move on over, so maybe they are thinking about it.
I'm surprised they don't know about this ward. Or even like checking to deward it. Like this is an insane ward that the Radiant has in the base. Like it's seeing everything right now. It sees both supports. It sees the Doom right now. Like they know exactly where every single hero is standing.
I guess maybe they think there's not, because they double sentryed on T here, so off the mark on both of them that was further out.
It's just like you saw the Hoodwink break it really high up, right? That's why I would probably think about it being up here. Oh, this is so scary. All right, so 3 minutes on the buys. So the only core with buy right now is Terribly. Every single support has buy. I guess not the Spirit Breaker, but if you're Dire, I'd assume, I guess you'd want the silencer kind of, you don't even want the silencer to break. I don't know. They don't want anyone to break. Neither team wants someone to break. They just want to go.
Yeah, I mean, you're right by the looks of it. They did try and force the issue before with those smokes, but yeah, it was with your core about waiting for the buybacks previously. It seems like that's going to be the case. So we'll probably have all of them up depending on Roche, of course. It's, you know, can be up in a minute 30. Lewis does get the wisdom, so he has level 25 now, can magnetize himself.
That talent is pretty cool. I like it a lot. It definitely feels a bit more balanced than the old one that was just undispellable. That one felt like really bad.
I was just going to ask which one it was. I forgot that was that one.
I mean, it felt amazing as the Earth Spirit player, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
You go just 1v5 every 5 late game because you get so many stones. He's at 13 max. So you're just like, those are the good old days. But it's still really cool because it means that if you get to like, you can just keep reapplying it off yourself anyway, as long as you're close-ish to enemies. You don't need to be like on them and doing damage that way. You can just be close enough to reapply it. So I like it.
Okay. What does he even look at with the last item slot? I mean, he's got gem right now. I don't know if you get rid of vessel or whatever, but
I think the refresher he went is pretty good because it lets you like use all of your stones and play a super long. It basically makes your buyback better on Earth Spirit to have a refresher because it refreshes all of your stone charges. And sometimes in these late game fights, if they go on like 30-40 seconds, you'll literally use every single stone, and then even if you buy, you have like only like 3 or 4 stones for the fight. But then if you have a refresher, you'll have an extra set of ult, you have an extra set of stones. So I usually like it when it gets to the later game.
There we go. They finally got rid of this ward. And it's quite a long row spawn as well, 220. So buybacks will all be up. Storm's lacking a little bit of gold at the moment. Well, 1,300. I think everyone else might be able to farm enough until then.
They're looking for a jump right now before the buybacks are up. Also, the TB's attack range is going to be crazy. He has the enchantment to give 80 attack range for range, and he has the Hydra's Breath. So he's going to be hitting basically an entire screen away. And he went the Metamorphosis duration. So he's going to be in meta for, how long is it? 80 seconds? Yeah.
Just a 50-second downtime for him.
Yeah, pretty much just more in meta than not in meta in fights.
Yeah. 2,000 net worth lead though still. So this game is insane. And we peaked at about 8K. It was really the highest. But we are seeing that PL, is this a fraud of a hero? It's kind of proven like it might be the case, but...
You think it's a fraud, huh?
What's going on? This is my PL TB matchup and he's not winning.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of surprised. I think a lot of it is Radiant has super good kite. And so he's not actually able to hit heroes. Like, he goes in, he presses his Bloodthorn, starts hitting the guy, and then he gets pulled out by their Spirit. And then he's like, ah. And then because now he's committed, he gets like Shiva's hit by the Earth Spirit, gets both his nukes hit, gets like all the Earth Spirit spells, all the Snapfire spells, and he's like, ooh, I'm like 60%. Like, it's fine, but I'm 60%. And the next time he goes in, he goes down to like 30 or something. And then he still can't kill anything. So it just is like a cool, like Radiant just playing around him very well, I would say, is like a good way to put it.
It's just one time. One time is all they need to not play around.
One time you just kill the TV, yeah.
Yeah. You don't play accordingly against this PL, and then we could potentially see that he can start melting some of the heroes, because we have seen it a little bit.
Dire are scanning.
But we are, importantly, buybacks, they're up. So again, we're just lacking some gold on some of the heroes. Cooldown, we have waited long enough. It's going to be a Radiant Roche spawn as well at the top side, so they'll have that outpost. KSH. Bunch of pings on him. They've got an idea of at least where PL is, and meanwhile, Lewis is trying to roll behind, gets the D ward. KSH, Phantom Rush over towards the left side, but the Global Silence going to be used to try and deal with the Mortimer Kisses, but I guess they trade one ultimate for the other. Meanwhile, Eris is in no man's land.
The Spirit Breaker, I think, is a really big factor in their fight. So him being dead matters a lot. Like, you get the vision, even if he's not at the start of the fight, like, you get vision of some target for a lot, and then he's so tanky and hard to deal with Glimmer, Solar, Drums, like all this stuff just makes it feel so bad to try to like stop him. It's pretty impactful that he's gonna be dead for 80. Like, I honestly would just consider buying back pretty soon.
Jed, KSH, what are we doing? Drake? Oh, nice timing out of the BKB from Jed. Now, Lions committing inside the fight. There's the buyback out of one. Both supports are going to rejoin, but they've got a problem with keeping the PL alive. KSH is gone, then Storm just threw his life away as well.
There's no way that commitment was worth it, guys. I mean, that was a really good BKB by Jed, but you have to consider there's so much save, which is what's been happening to them. Like, you can't just feel like, this TV messed up, guys. Like, commit, go. Because, like, dude, do you really think they're not going to press cookies on him? They're not going to press a grip from the Earth Spirit on him? He's not going to get, like, force-staffed by his Hoodwink? Like, there's still so many options, and your Doom's not even there. Sure, maybe if the Doom was there and doomed the TB, right? That's different. But if your Doom's so far away, he can't even get close enough to press a button, like, is that really the fight that you wanted to? Is that the way you win the game?
Because they were playing so passively as well, like waiting for that opportunity. We waited 7 minutes for their buybacks, and that's the fight that they show. And now you're one set of barracks away from Megas, and yeah, you got to use the buys. At least Meta's about to be out. You could give him Refresher Shot if you want to.
About to be out. He's got like 15 seconds left. Like, he's actually going to probably take the racks before Meta's out. If they don't stop him. Because he has the duration.
PH zip in to try and stun us and hold him down as long as they can. Pull it pretty low is Jed. Is he going to be able to get the Sunder out onto anyone? Doom? No, Rapido is gone. No value out of the ultimate. 3 buybacks from Yangon, but they're all used when there's no stuns. Through InterActive Philippines, they can just reset. In fact, they might go back in.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
I mean, better up in 30 seconds.
All 5 buybacks used, in fact, from Dire, so they've got nothing left. It's going to be a An honest 5v9 if they won it from
honest
InterActive
5v9.
Philippines. Honest from Yangon. InterActive Philippines, not as much, unfortunately.
Dude, he ate the block of cheese on TB.
Okay.
He's got a savory shield.
Scrumptious and savory. Sick. And that is up. And it should be Megas as well. I have to fight against this one by the looks of it from Yangon Galacticos. Spirit Breaker's going to be coming back into the fight with a BKB to base for this. Go tip in. Still, I mean, he's got the Aegis, lots of damage, trying to poke. Global Sun's going to be able to deal with the ultimate from the Snapfire once again, but Lewis, it's just so much chaos. As soon as the Lewis Spirit's into the middle, they've got problems, and those problems will not have an answer. Young PH a little bit too late. It's a great Vortex, but without the PL's damage, you'll kill Jed the once. But what else have you got? Roll in from Lewis, kick back. Drick, he's in danger. They're going to be able to charge away over towards the north. The Doom's controlled. Young PH once again, but the silence instantly. What a timing out of Lewis's Earth Spirit. Game 2, Game 3. He was the man for them. This Earth Spirit, we don't see it much, but man, what a performance from him in back-to-back games.
That was, I mean, that was super impressive by Lewis. I think we had doubts in the first game. He kind of was struggling on the Void Spear versus Puck. We're like, oh,